our next song is starting. We don't need the next song, for we have a big screen with lots of weird-looking people, especially this one, and that one, and those one, and many people. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Spring/Winter Seasonal, the big seasonal final match of 2025. There we go. That's the important part. I have with me the creme de la creme on my, that's for you, the left, I guess, yeah. On the furthest left, we have, that's the guy down there.
Roggers, wow, good evening, everyone.
Beautiful start, Roggers.
Beautiful start.
Beautiful start. Ah.
Almost like the start of the season, right?
We're gonna cut this out from the live stream. Oh, on the furthest on my left, I have, of course, our friend from the Netherlands. Froggers. I have Froggers.
Good evening, everyone.
What? Oh, I pressed the button, but... Oh, this is great. My cool effect doesn't work now anymore. The start of the stream and stuff is stopped working. Oh, that's amazing. Ah. Alright, well, I'll take a breather. We have Froggers on the far west. And then next to me, we have somebody else. The legend himself.
Hi guys, this is Honey Badger.
I'm trying to buy time while I'm starting my stream deck again. Ooh.
Oh no, oh no.
And I can at least do that while I'm watching my screen here. We have on my right, as you can see, because our dear friend, oh. Are we still, yeah, you can still see me, okay. I was worried because Stream Deck was freezing for a moment there. Always good when stuff doesn't work on start. I was hoping that we could have the one and only Mr. Nitro and Soul River here. Soul River, no time. Mr. Nitro, no time, but don't you worry. As you can see, Nitro is with us, and he's already ready to start going. There's my buttons. Now I have the thing, which hopefully is gonna work. Because we have, of course, not only me, but we also have... Sorry, we also have...
Mr. Nitro.
Exactly, Nitro. Hello, thank you very much. Which I say, which is...
Altberg?
Exactly. Then on my left we have...
Honey Badger.
Exactly. And then we
Froggers.
have... Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm happy that that is at least now working. There we go.
Thank you, Nitro. Thank you.
Shit. Off the menu.
Oh, absolutely.
This is gonna be weird. It's gonna be very weird. But yes, we were here for a lovely match. We have a lovely match up of the greatest of the greats. Nitro, you know who it is, of course.
ESPT.
And
Greyhounds.
Exactly. That's who is fighting tonight. And it's gonna be, I would say, a good match. He knows what I'm saying in a moment. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's the pure magic. It's the pure magic. But yeah, you might have noticed this is a bit, you know, we have different colors and everything. Ooh. How integrating. A bit of lighting has a bit wobbled, but that should be fine. And normally we have a big script of everything that is at the ready. But till the very moment, I had to prepare some stuff here, and now we at least are here. And we're trying our best. So that is what I can at least say. Yay. But this evening is going to be filled with lots of laughter and joy and other things. Also with some Let Loose at some point, I would assume. I should also test if my buttons are now working. For example, the one that definitely had a great entrance. Yay! There we go. Mr. Froggers, who is joining us tonight. And as you can see, Froggers is already a higher being, for he's emitting an aura that flickers around him. It's amazing.
I'm elevated.
Ah.
If I move very fast, it gets worse.
Luckily, he can't move very fast. That's our benefit. That's
I'm stuck in a chair.
You know, chairs are just... Don't make them realize that chairs are not even real. Don't make them realize.
Froggers.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Better.
Definitely. I like that you're
better.
basically a child on that seat as well. But we have, of course, the big studio again this year with all the lovely people, with Froggers, with Honey Badger, with Altberg, and with Mr.
Nitro.
There we go. Good job. He's gonna also maybe help us during the cast, like once or twice. We will see. In quiet moments. But we have, if you're wondering what the heck is this, because they're just rambling, nothing is happening. Don't you worry, we have lots of talking points, which I will let these nerds know in a moment about. But we also have, of course, an interview coming up, or multiple interviews, because big teams, some teams leaving, some teams doing this and that. No? And we also have some lovely clips. Not as many clips as I would have liked. You know, clips I always like. No? And we don't get them that often, you know. Last year we had like 50 minutes of clip material. This year only like 18. It is
Clip more, guys. Come on.
That's
Clip more.
the thing. That's the thing for us,
Clip
because we don't
more.
get to clip a lot. Or other people don't clip a lot. But I think, you know, because we should also start this off a bit calmly. And I also do now get an overview because stuff has changed on my prepared thing here. Very nice, I know. I think it's a good little starting time. Well, it's nice that we can actually decide if we go for an interview already, which would be a bit of a dry run, or we say, we talk a bit of the Hell It Loose seasonal. That might be a good little, you know, a few minutes of seasonal, and then we do a little interview thingy. A quick one, maybe.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Lovely. In that case, I will just grab my giant head, which definitely existing. I'm gonna pull one random team out that we're gonna talk about. Oh, it's 82nd AD. What a great twist of a team that we can talk about.
What a coincidence that you picked that one. Oh,
We're gonna keep
What
the
a
camera
team,
the whole
guys.
time on him.
what a team.
All the
80
pressure.
to 80. Definitely one of the teams of all time.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nito. There you go. I need to get better on the time. You know, it's gonna get better over the last 2 hours, this little shenanigan here. But no, the thing is, he is right, of course. Cecil has had lovely teams in the past, and one of the teams that we keep seeing... I wonder if this is gonna work. Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm leaving. No! One of the lovely teams we are seeing over and over is, of course, 82nd AD. They're a lovely bunch, and, of course, they have played a few games here, this lovely seasonal froggers. You have also, I mean, actually remember, you have also played in a few of these.
I think almost all of them. Except for one maybe. But mainly on artillery, so that's... I've been the hosting squad for every caster we've
That's
had.
debatable.
Well,
Nitro, in a moment. I like my buttons. But I think Nitro will agree on me that you have been a great player of 82nd AD with them for many years,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah. And you have... This is an amazing feature, I like it. Thanks, Nitro. You have also been the Froctillery, of course, the man that is on the artillery mostly, or at least has often been there. Is there a reason for you to be on the artillery for 82nd D? Is it because they don't have enough artillerymen, or is it just because, you know, you can watch Netflix on the side?
I'm washed. I'm washed at infantry. No, and the artillery is one of those great positions that's no one wants to play. So I'm just taking it. I'm taking this one for the team. And they beg me a lot to play it.
What a man. What a man.
Yeah, everything for the team. Everything for the team. And if that means I can doom scroll Instagram while team killing my friendlies, then that's the deal I'll take any day.
What a beautiful... I would nearly shed a tear if I could. 82nd AD sadly has not made it into the finals. You guys lost or got kicked out by... Do you remember whom?
I think that's the only match I didn't play, but...
Do you definitely remember right now? Don't need to look it up, which
I'm definitely not looking it up.
There we go, yes.
It was Zoo. It was Zoo.
Oh, Zoo, what a great thing
Yes.
that we got a save to their body.
Oof.
Great save.
I definitely did not look that up. I was just trying to go through my memories and recollections.
The memory tab.
But we lost to Zoo, we lost to Sido. And it's caused a great rift in the Orga as well between me and Sido. Unfortunately, huge fights.
Huge.
Huge. I didn't know you had that one.
I have a huge butt from Nitro, yes.
No, we lost to Sue, and I think that's the only match I didn't play. And I don't want to say it's correlated or causation, but it's peculiar. That's all I'm saying. It's peculiar that happened.
I mean, you have been with 82nd D for a long time. Even we two were in a squad at some point playing for 82nd AD. For I have been one of the nerds of 82nd as well in the past.
Yep.
I had a cool button where we all were on the screen. Ah, that kind of works. There we go. That's better. There we go. I was curious. Also, this thing had teams in the past. I need to fix that for next season. God damn it. But 82nd D was one of the great teams that has played many teams, lost against Zoo. And Zoo is now, of course, one of the teams that has... I say, the thing is with Zoo, I would like to say, oh, they're the new team. But Zoo is not a new team, for they are based on Refuse, but also from WTH and others. 82nd AD also few. They are a Frankenstein monster of something. Who have played a few matches. I have had, I think, one match of Zoo so far. But they were at least able to beat, you know, a few teams, including the great prestige of kicking out 82nd AD. Ah, what a prestige. But yeah, the big leader of those lovely guys is, of course, Zido. No? And for the Germans, I don't mean the rapper with that. That's only something the Germans are gonna get. I don't mean old Mr. Gangster rapper, Mr. Zido. But the one lovely man from a certain country. I'm not gonna spoiler which country. But we have a very lovely little interview, because this is also a good moment for us to, you know, gather our things a bit for a moment and maybe, you know, reorganize ourselves when everything working now. I would say we have a great moment here to... Do we do a little clip thing from Zoo, or do we do a little interview? What first?
Go clips.
Then we shall have some clippage. Let's see if this works. It's also the first test. See you in a moment, kids. The team Zoo.
Safe for now, at least. I think they could get picked, like, through this hedge here. Maybe. Like, from... Oh my god! That's the second tank that dies to artillery today. Tank, there's a window there. Oh. Uh-oh. He's not even laying down, he's just satcheling the tank in the hard cap. I think Sirius realized the danger, right? Does he see the satchel or Static? Nobody sees the satchel. Static sees it. Static has the game sense. And he's getting run over. Oh my god. Artyom, you just killed the satchel. I think it's gonna be over here, right? Let's see. Oh no. It hit both tanks and killed none of them.
I thought something was off, you know, because they felt a bit distant there. But now they are back, right on track. Zoo make their way forward at the moment to checkpoint. Checkpoint the southern point of St. Marie-Églé. In a moment, maybe the actual rockets. I can't believe it. Really shitty rockets, but still rockets. Rockets going over. Ah, yeah. Ah! Ah! Tank snipe! Good start! Starting on checkpoint, going northwards this time. Unsure about that one. That didn't destroy a single garrison. That destroyed nothing. Very unsure about that one. Knife kill by the glorious Hubber. One man grenades, the other running away. Oh, get Zuppel up here in the corner. Do you look to the sides? Oh my god! Vorpagong! Looking somewhat, not looking to the side, goes up, looks left, looks down, doesn't see the man next to him. Ah! That is painful. Speaking of painful, Hubber about to get whopped. And he gets whopped by a sizzle box. There we go. Also slides him on the road there. We got to watch the tank crew there. Lovely. What a lovely ricochet, and a ricochet. Oh my god! That ricochet nearly, well, went in the area of German Dipitro. Just imagine. Just imagine I get a shot where they shoot a rocket here, and it bounces off and kills two people in the back line. And hopefully that is gonna work. Yes, I see that is working as well. Beautiful, that works. Lovely. Good. I'm amazed that my stuff is not working good. But it's
Nice.
Zoo brought us lots of fun. Have brought us not only fun but also some skill.
Yes.
Thank you. But of course, seasonal is one thing. It has its teams, it has its people, it has all its glory. But now in Rias, where we were stumbling a bit at the start, because we had a bit of an order. Because originally we wanted to talk first about the actual format, seasonal, slash about one of the new features, and then we wanted to go into teams. That's why it was a bit of a fuck up. Sorry for that one. Stuff can't work for once. It's like competitive matches. They can't start on time, and this show can't have, not a start without a fuck up at the start. It's fine. But that brings up one big question right now. Criminal had Mr. Froggers. There was something that I only scratched slightly, and that is the new map offering. How would you describe it? It's the map ban thingy.
I think Abu refers to it as the offering system and the offer phases now. So with this edition, we of course, this is the first seasonal since we had the point selection tool available to us, and we were wondering what we could do with this new tool, and Abu actually came up with the whole offer phase. We're not only selecting a point now, or we're banning points or maps. We're gonna do it different. We're gonna make it more of a deal, an art of the deal kind of thing, and offer different maps with specific points. And we were hoping to see that teams would kind of choose the more balanced points, because you don't want to offer a map and that's very strongly sided towards one team, and then the other team picks that offer and then gets the strong advantage. And what we saw in the beginning is that teams didn't really understand how the tool worked, or how it, progressed. And what we really saw is that throughout the process of the seasonal, people started understanding the tool, and I think one of the ban phases or offer phases actually had 11 different map offerings, and you get more variety in the points selected. And what we did see is that teams didn't really take the creative liberty to come up with really funky layouts, and most were like very straight line, straight connected to mid-cap, easy point selections. But we did see some funky selections. I think the WTH versus Greyhounds one was not one that was straight line. Am I correct?
Yeah, it was south, mid.
Yeah. So that's something we really started seeing later in the format, and throughout everyone was just panning straight lines, and we almost felt the urge to say, guys, you don't have to pick a straight line. You can just pick random as well, as long as it's connected, of course. But it's been interesting. We had some feedback on it. We had some good feedback. We had some very critical feedback, which we welcome, of course.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's been a good experiment, I think. I'm not sure how Honey Badger thinks about it.
Honey Badger.
From someone on the banning perspective or the offerings perspective.
Yeah, no, it really tests your team's map pool. I think that really was apparent like later on with the higher end, the top end teams, like with us and ESPT and Climbers, and you really have to kind of look into how the other team plays, and each ban phase is more specific to how the other team plays against you versus how just before it was like, oh, I could play like in HCA when it was, mid cap, you were just banning and you're like, oh, I'll play, Kharkov allies over, SME allies checkpoint. And it really got really specific. And I think the teams with the deeper map pools were really benefited from that. you see teams that offer like Mortain and like Hill 400 and LL Main, and all those off meta maps became a lot more stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see a lot of those, but there was at least a more realistic chance that they would be played, because
Yes.
teams you can just tailor your map selection to what you think plays well for you and what really plays well with the other team's weaknesses and your own strengths. So it's been interesting to see what maps teams pick. 82nd had a lot of fun on checkpoints, and we saw different maps. We saw Omaha Beach quite a lot as well, and it's been good to kind of come off the SME Utah SMDM meta and just see just a bit more variety.
I mean, it's also good to have this, before the big meta starts with Tobruk only. Nobody plays nothing but Tobruk, which of course will be a thing clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to only play bolt action rifles across the board.
Even Nitro agrees. There we go.
Oh, absolutely.
There we go. Thank you, Bernard. That's much better. That's much better. But I have to say, I was at first wondering why are they doing a mapping banny thing? Mapping banny thingy. Technical terms. Yeah, but I was wondering why are they doing this? This seems like a bit of a pointless thing. But then I realized, oh yeah, there's also all of these things involved, including, of course, you not only to like prepare for all the layouts, you need to not spend so freaking long on everything, and that is a time saver.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agreed, Nitro. Thank you. Big time.
Honey Badger.
Time saver.
Huge time savers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As he says. I'm gonna get better with that, don't you worry. It's gonna happen randomly out of nowhere now. But yeah,
that's also one of the things. Like we really wanted teams to come out of we have to prep for every point. We have to prep for every possibility on a map, and just allow more leniency and just really focus on a specific set of points and potentially gain more insight into how those points work and are there different. Are there still hidden gems in there that can be found and utilized and abused probably? But that's one of the moves behind it as well. Other than we also just really wanted to do something different this seasonal round.
Which I think is fair, because with seasonal is always the one that makes like new stuff or tests new stuff. The one RD only, tank removal, Panther ban. There's always these lovely little rules that seasonal always get a lot of shit at the start as well. But then people start liking them, and then that's why we love seasonal.
And that is why we love seasonal.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, regarding the map offer ban, that's definitely something we need to gain further feedback on from the community. See, did you actually really like it, or once you start understanding the system more, did you like it more? There will definitely be a feedback period on this, because I know other format tournaments like HLL, ECL, all the others are still probably sticking to the older style ban phase, from what I understand. So it's interesting to see in a few months' time, okay, did our experiment really work out? Did we find something new that could work, or did we find a good alternative? Or do teams still prefer the older map ban system compared to the offer phase that we've used?
It has been quite positive, I think, so far. We'll see how the long run is. I mean, you had responses and everything.
There's always a very loud group of people when they disagree with something, and a very soft-spoken group if they're in favor of something. So it'll be good to kind of get a more one-on-one conversation going with the different team representatives about this.
Seriously?
Yes, Nitro, seriously.
Yes.
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 You cannot script this.
But you
Nope.
can.
It's not in the script. It's not in the script. I have to add it later.
I need to get these buttons a bit better. I'm gonna make them work. I'm gonna make them work. Don't you worry. We have put in so much time into this Nitro bot. It's gonna pay out. It's gonna pay out at some point. Seasonal, of course, has had a coming and going Orga amount. And Orgas overall, you know, originally with the Heidegger himself. Heidi, who would have thought now. Others have come through. Nitro was one of the big heads for quite some time. No? I should have had a button ready now for that little joke. But with Nitro and others, you know, then stepping down, others replacing them, it is nice to see Nitro. It's nice to see Nitro. It's nice to see, Froggas, that you are still here and you're still doing work.
Yeah, I mean, I joined last year seeing how 18s kind of ended up in a slower pace or less enthusiasm around it, and I did really still want to do something for the comp scene. So I thought, oh, why not try and help out one of the other workers? And I reached out to Seasonal because that's the format and tournament I'm most familiar with, and I was led on board under Nitro, of course. We became lovers.
Yes.
The perfect yes as well. It's great.
And in this year, we kind of did realize, okay, maybe we are lacking on members a little bit, and that's also one of the major issues we had at the start, is that we were slow, and it was a very rough few weeks at the start of this year. Honey Badger as a team rep probably has more some insight into that as well. The seasonal was delayed, then it wasn't delayed, and then it was delayed again, and that all kind of stemmed from that issue, is that we just had no Orga really there to help out. And once we had a format laid out and we had the offer ban functioning, it all kind of ran smoothly. Because if you know me from 18s, I'm not a format guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put anyone from 18s in charge of any format ever. If you're familiar with the great concepts we've had there.
Well, I did like the Nationals, the variant that you did.
The Nationals was great.
Was a
The
really
Nationals. The Nationals is one of the greatest ideas ever made in the HLL community.
Certainly for some very interesting names of teams.
Yeah,
CVNT and
absolutely.
others. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and I want to take a quick second to shout out Quicknicks for that. Not that it seems that I'm taking credit for it, because it was all Quicknicks. But that was one of the good formats from 18s. But I'm not a format guy. I don't know anything. I'm not a really big into sports, so I don't know any of the leagues or other competitive formats that are familiar in those kind of things. But once we had a format running, I can run wild. I'll just run it into the ground at the end, in a good way, not in a bad way. Not run it into the ground in a bad way, but I can run it until the end.
The man can
That's
run.
what I meant to say.
So good.
Some might see it as run it into the ground, but
Some stuff is going to be
so
fine.
once we got going, it was all good. We had a tiny amount of hiccups, but nothing major.
Happens.
It happens. We're human too.
For us, if a multi-million-dollar company can launch, an update, and then there's, the hedge rows are tilted or removed, some
If I
little
look at
fuck-ups can
Hallelujah's-
have big, consequences.
if I look at Hell at Loose, I feel pretty darn good about the way seasonal's being run.
The thing is, you know, things can happen, but then, you know, one learns from them, hopefully, and then, you know, in the future,
Absolutely.
it's gonna be better.
Yeah. And we did look at some of the lessons we learned from last seasonal. For example, in the last few weeks, we had the top 10 players from every team record their gameplay. It's the same we did last year, and well, WTH, I think it was WTH or ESPT, reminded of us, are we doing that again? And
us.
yeah, it was WTH. And then, you know, we did move forward with it again. It was already on our mind, but we kind of got reminded, oh shit, we have to do that still. So we've done that over the last 3 weeks of seasonal as games become more and more and more important. And it's been received well, I think.
True. At
and
least from
we
what
have-
has been heard.
We haven't found any cheating beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's you know, we're happy with results if the case is that there's no cheating or no nothing, then we're always happy.
That little peek to the side. Oh, this is
Yeah,
very
no,
sharp.
I think the top 10 is always good, and you know, when you get to like the last 6 teams, it just removes any of the drama or the funniness or any of the stuff that pops off in the general chat, as we all know
Yeah.
what happens there.
Yeah, we all love our general chat, and the top 10 KPM recording was in addition to the broader dispute system. So we
Yes.
looked at HCA and we kind of took a look at their homework and copied it a little bit. I spoke to Abu about it, and well, the dispute system itself was kind of misunderstood for a long time, but now that we've rephrased it and synergized it a bit better with the other formats and the other tournaments, it's been good, and we've seen a lot more usage of it and a lot more fair cases brought forward, which we've all reviewed with multiple eyes and looked at it. So I feel really good about those specific changes we made.
I like that every time I switch to you, have a little smile on your face. It just comes up every time. It's lovely.
Yes.
Nero's also happy. But what an anticlimactic stop there. Sorry. The thing is, what I would like to also throw in, because we have talked about seasonal format, and you have talked about, Frogas, that you are in charge of many things, but not of formats and such things, you know. There is, of course, one man that is of high rank in seasonal. Is very charismatic, very beautiful, I assume, maybe he said so. And is also an important person at the team of Zoo. ZOO. And we will not say which country he is from,
You'll hear it instantly.
because I did do a little interview, because, you know, I have asked, you know, well, I had some questions, you know, to, you know, the big finalists and also others, but one of the teams that I wanted to also hear about was Zoo, because they were quite new for me. I might have done Push, maybe next year we do Push, or next time, in a tournament, but for me, the one that I stood a bit out was Zoo, and because of this, unless somebody wants to throw in anything else, I would jump to the monkey house itself.
Got nothing.
Good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the interview with the zoo leader himself, Mr. Sido.
The first question is, how did your team come together? Is everyone from Zoo a former veteran, or they are also completely new people? Team come from, first with refused disbanding, plus some retired people like old XD and DC guys come back to play, and some mates from other team like WTH, 82nd AG. We decided to form the new team, and and start a new journey. We have 100% of veterans, no blueberry or new players, so yeah, it's full veterans team. Third question is, before the tournament starts, what were your expectations? We expect, honestly, to just grind, get a first experience all together, and of course, being at least the last team of the top team, be in the top 6 for the first run is a very good thing, because we just get too friendly to prepare the tournament. So yeah, our expectation was just to be on top, but top 6 for the first run is a good thing. Fourth question was the biggest challenge your team faced during the tournament? Except playing versus CU on the World Game Time, I will say probably make like a cohesion or something, get all these players from many teams playing together, finding a way to play all together was the biggest challenge. Yeah, I think is this one. Definitely the game versus Helios on Omaha. We play middle point as allies. We cap it first after a big start and big opener. We work all week long on this, on truck snipe, on AOP position, and it paid. So yeah, it was like, okay, it's perfect. We belong on the top 6. We are on your way, and we find something, and we was more than happy to after this game. Yeah. 6, how different is playing in a tournament like this compared to casual or public matches? It's totally different, because you play versus a team who play their own gameplay, their own game styles. They want to beat you like you want to beat them, and at the end only one team can win, and after that you can say, we beat you, we are better and stronger than you, and that's all the competitive part take sense and make sense. So yes, it's way better than a casual game where everyone playing for themselves and how they want. Yeah. 7, was there a particular team or player that really impressed you? Definitely, the biggest surprise was MS Syndicate. They look pretty strong, very prepared to the game, with very good players. Some are here since a long time, and yeah, that was very impressive. We played versus them on the first match. We lose, and they look very, very powerful. They play against Greyhounds. The match was insane too. I can also say Greyhounds look impressive this year. They do really good match against WTH in semifinals. They are now in final versus ESPT, and yeah, they grind all the tournament, play all match since day one. So yeah, that's a very good surprise, and I'm very happy for them to be in finals. 8, if you could go back to the start of the tournament and give your past self one piece of advice, what would it be? Definitely don't play SMDM allies against MS Syndicate. Was a huge mistake. We play very bad, and was a very tough game for a first match in seasonal. They was very powerful, and we was very disappointed to miss the opener like we did. So yeah, choose another map to play against MS Sin on the first game. What are your next steps as a team? Will you be back for the next seasonal? Yes, definitely, we will be here for the next seasonal. We will keep training, keep grinding before the next edition. The objective is to be a better result than the top 6. At the moment, we are playing ECL, trying to improve and grinding this game. Objective is to find better player, improve the roster, improve the strat, and yes, forge something unique for the team, and be one of the top team of the game. how does someone join your team? Are you actively recruiting? Yes, we are actively recruiting. It's very simple to join Zoo. You just have to speak in English, even if you have a French accent like me. You come to the Zoo Discord, send a message to one of the recruiters, and just follow the steps. It's very, very simple, and everyone can come. For players who might be watching and want to get into competitive and let loose, what would you say to convince them to join your team? Just joining competitive and let loose is the best way to play this game. Honestly, it's way better than public match or public mixes. It's just fun. You try out something, you take part to the team. The social part of this game is huge, so you will probably find new friends, internet friends of course, but new friends, teammates to play every time, every day, every hours. Not even joining the Zoo or any comp let loose team is just the best way to play this game, in my opinion. What would you say to the other team considering joining the seasonal for the first time? You have to do it at least one time. Just try this tournament is the best one with worldwide team. It's very helpful to grind the game, finding good match, good opponent. Yes, the experience is huge, and you're pretty sure to have fun every week and get a good match every week against good team and motivated team who join this tournament. So yes, you have to take part at least one time for the experience. Any final words to the Let Loose competitive community? I think after all this year, it's time for all the team to work all together to improve the comp scene. Stop doing drama every week for any reasons. Just be like one. It's stupid, but it's true. Every team thinking by themselves, and we don't go forward. We are just sometimes stepping down. Team took some decision and get some bad feedback just for their own interest, and it's shit. We are all playing this game for the same things, so I think it's time to work as one and improve the comp scene.
And there we go, we return. Welcome
I wonder where he's from.
I think Belgium or something. something off there. Maybe Netherlands?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's from the south of the Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yep.
Something like that. But we return. Whoop, we bring ourselves up. There we go. And it's still the same lovely people here, of course. With starting on the side here.
Mr. Nitro. Altberg. Honey Badger. Froggers.
Yay! There we go.
Yes.
Thank you. Our dear friend Mr.
Thank you,
Nitro, as
Nitro.
you might have seen, has joined us more or less in spirit at least. But we are talking about teams. We were talking about Zoo. We just heard about Zoo and their lovely... I want to say story. That's
Cheerleader.
There we go. Thank you very much. But many teams have joined this early year's seasonal. Lovely teams, which you definitely don't need to have a little cheat peek here on the side. Like Chimera, where the official folders less the DC logo for some reason. Zoo has joined us, as we just heard a moment ago. Mystery, which I completely missed. There's a pun there, but it's also the truth. Brazilian Collation was a thing which I also missed completely. I was a very bad outback this season. Jesus Christ. Then again, I didn't cast a lot of matches. I blame Froggers.
Not my fault. But
I blame the frog.
blame hidden.
But he's hidden. I can't blame him, clearly. But no, we had Mystery, Brazilian Collation, we had Zoo, we had 82nd AD, of course, where certain people are from. I like it. I like that button a lot. We had also other people, like, of course, I'm just gonna call them Buff here, because if I say the 46 Bulls Air Force, people have no idea who it is. It's the 46ers, and it's, of course, Taurus. We had Climber United, right? Climber?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason, I can't remember the Climber part. Climber United, there we go. We had the lovely Ajik. which was Jaeger and Eastern Group.
Yes.
Yes.
I was worried about the Jaeger, but because the next one is also Fallschirmjäger, which we had, which was a Chinese team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, FJ.
FJ, exactly, because I did see them in, I think, HCA or in APL. Somewhere else, I saw them as well. I saw them elsewhere somewhere.
Yes.
But I also then saw, of course, the Greyhounds, which we're going to talk a bit later about them. We saw Helios with their lovely new logo, which got very popular. Omen, Team Phoenix, which teamed up with Hated a bit. Push, our Spanish Alliance friends, which Sultan the caster made quite a few lovely... who made lots of work with the team logos, let's phrase it like that.
I've never seen so many English-speaking people watch the Spanish stream.
You all need Jesus. Who does need Jesus is Synergy. Synergy, of course, was the big starter here. We're going to talk about Synergy also. We have to talk about Synergy because Synergy started off as, you know, the promising new land, so to say. And now it's New Jersey. I'm doing an American reference. Even Froggers laughs at that one. There we go. There we go. Good job. There we go. Getting all the American points now. Except from New Jersey. WTH joined as well, which, you know, would be, you know, the normal finalists. I even made before season started, I made a little stream where ESPT fought against WTH. And I called it, oh, it's the pre-seasonal finals. And it wasn't true. That's the mad part. GBI joined again, as they have in the last years. And of course, title holder ESPT, Esprit de Corps Gunning. Had a bit of seed on their left. So, boys. I'm gonna throw a big question to you that I have not prepared you for. Which was your favorite team this lovely? Which was one of your... Let's phrase it friendly, because, you know, you have to come up with a team name now. Or choose one. Out of your top 3 teams, name one of your top 3 teams that you thought was the most entertaining, best, or for whatever reason, you would say, oh, that team is noteworthy. I'm starting with Froggers, of course.
Oh. I need something.
Okay,
definitely Push is up there. Push is definitely up there, and I'm not just saying that because of the
because you got pushed.
highly intelligent cheerleader with great assets. I'm not just saying that because of that. Their games had some really funny moments in there that made me laugh out loud, which doesn't happen in a Hell at Loose related situation that often. They knew how to make an entertaining match, and
how to push your buttons.
It didn't get them to the finals, but they're in the finals in my heart.
As long as they stay in the heart, it's all good.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Can I just say also little side note there, Froggers? I don't know why, but my chat is very thirsty for you. It's interesting. It's very... You're really hitting it off there with all the Hell at Loose fans. Holy moly. You're the dad of this
Maybe I should
stream.
have been on the Push stream.
Because people don't know who you are, because they only see you there and they think, who is this? And then they see this young John Travolta outfits, hair, glasses, all the swag. It's just missing the big gold chain at this point.
Well, it's me. It's me. I'm here, baby. It's all me.
That's a little neat to push in there. I love it.
So I think that definitely pushes up there in my favorite teams list. And while I think of the other two, I'm curious to see what Honey Badger's come up with so far.
Wait, who do you mean?
Honey Badger.
Ah,
Honey
yes.
Badger.
My go-to team to watch is usually Climbers. For a lot of the reasons you stated, Fargers, like they're just a fun team to watch. And then if you catch their Billy streams of the tankers, it is an all-time favorite thing to do and watch the tanker VODs from Climbers, because people say I yell a lot in a tank, and That's not the case over in Climbers. There's a lot of loud people over there, and it's just good games and good things to watch, and you know they're a strong team. You know every time they come out and play, it's they're a good matchup.
Mm.
But no, Climbers is always up there. They had good games this seasonal against you guys in 82nd, like right off the rip. They had a great game.
That was a tough one.
Absolutely.
I don't think I adjusted my artillery gun that close in a long while.
Yeah. And they had good games against Helios on Utah. They're the only other team that I've seen break the Utah Axis Chapel curse. So that was a good game to watch. And then our game against them on Carrington was a really, really fun game. Very back and forth, very, very contested the entire 90 minutes. And it was, those are my favorite type of Hell Let Loose games. So whenever that's the case, you know, they're always in it. They're never out. So
Yes.
makes them a good opponent.
That's right. God damn it.
Yeah, I can only agree with you on Climbers United, and the Chinese teams had a lot of disputes against them this year, and I thanked them in their team rep channels, but I thought it was only appropriate to thank them here as well for their their cooperation with everything. They've always submitted all the recordings on time, and they were very nice in helping everything in us out in very weird situations. So that as Orga, we're very thankful for that. So just a small shout out to all the Chinese teams that played this year.
Only a small shout out? Don't you mean
That is huge.
I hope they would suggest
A
a
huge shout out. Huge.
Can't have it always perfect. But thank you, Nitro. Thank you, Nitro. But you know, the Chinese have, at this point, really been a big part of season at this point. You know, originally we had none, then we had one, then we had two, then we had multiple ones. I was trying to make a Dr. Zeus thing, but I failed during it. But we have, you know, it's nice to see that season is growing over time. You know, it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And with you, Froggers, going for a push, and you, Adi, going for,
Climbers.
I forget what the C stands for every time. I don't know why. Is it
For the
a
longest
panda
time, I thought it was
climbing?
China.
I will just say CU in worst case. I have one that I will throw out as, you know, top 30. There was multiple teams that I would say, oh, well, cool, yeah, okay. But I'm a sucker for entertainment. Yeah, that sentence works still. I was worried there for a second, but no, that works. That sentence, that works. But my secret love this tournament was Buff. That sentence doesn't work, I just realized. My secret love was Buff. Oh, what a dream.
Don't translate that to Dutch. Don't do it.
That wasn't Buffer, man. That was the butchering of the Dutch language. No, my favorite was actually the alliance of vanished 46 and Taurus, the 46 Bulls Air Force. Not because they won all their matches and were amazing, because they didn't win all their matches. That's the sad part. I liked them from an entertainment standpoint, not because because it was funny they got beaten. No. People might remember the match of GBI against Buff. So it was a side note, because it's GBI against Buff was like, I think, 9 AM on a Sunday morning. So it was so-so there from the appearance. But the thing that I loved was Buff is like an angry or hungry dog when they see a tank. And that might be a silly reason to love them, but holy shit. They might not be able to, to win the match. But Jesus Christ, there's clips on that match where, a GBI tanks peek slightly forward. 5 rockets within 5 seconds. It's crazy hungry. Like half across the map rockets come yeeted across the map and they hit. They don't destroy the tank half the time, but good God. I think Buff is trying some, either they are just so hungry to take down tanks, or they are trying to psych out tankers, because if you're in a tank and there's 5 rockets hitting from all sides suddenly, and then there's another wave coming, even if you still survive that, holy shit, that's scary. And they kept doing that. They kept doing it like 90 minutes of just constantly, oh, a GBI tank is driving forward, bop, 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 bop. That was a scary match. They did lose against GBI, I gotta say that, 5-0 I think even. But still, you know, I think it was 5-0 and it was 89 minutes of it. So, you know, it was not like a complete shakedown.
Yeah.
But the time I had with Buff was... And Taurus also, you know, being a German team. A big German team that now can play 49 versus 49 internally.
Yeah, that was wild when I heard that stuff come out. I was like,
That is crazy.
Oh my god.
I thought it was, the sentence was cut there. Okay. But
It finally hit me. 49's internally. That's crazy.
yes. Think about it. It's 100 people fighting each other. You know, in 49 only because, you know, oh, do we want to maybe cast a game on that one? Let's have that in. Let's have some 2 casts. We could also fill it, you know, with more people. That's a scary thing because, you know, they have the manpower. You know, you will never... It's a bit like with ESPT. You won't run out of potential players for a match. You won't have the issue of, oh, it's a sign-up. I'm not going to get 50 people. We need some mercs. Nah. If that player's not playing, then his 3 friends are playing. Or his uncle and his niece. And it seems like Omen is going to be Taurus is going to be a big player in terms of players. In terms of winning, they still need a bit of a, you know, because again, they lost against GBI and also against 82nd? No, did they fight against you?
They lost
Mystery
against
Team.
Mystery Team and,
Mystery. I see.
Yeah.
and GBI.
GBI I noticed, but I don't remember the one against
Mystery Team.
Mystery Team, which is a mystery to me because I don't know them either, but maybe somebody can help me in a moment. But yeah, my questions, I don't think both of you went that deep into Taurus and their short appearance of what are they called? 46 Bulls Air Force?
I gotta admit, I only saw clips.
Yes.
I saw the rocket clips and I was really impressed. And then I saw the results and I was like, okay, that doesn't entirely
weird.
line up with the expectations that I just created for myself.
It's I think it could be a bit like think of it saying old 82nd AD. Oh, Outback is mentioning 82nd AD. Oh, Frog is gonna throw some punches. No, but I'm thinking at this point mid times 82nd AD, where 82nd AD had quite a few good shooters, you know, and still lost some matches repeatedly. And the main reason, because I did cast those matches a lot of times, clearly was because of me, but not because of the reason that there was a bit of a problem with communication, of people not listening to the commander. There's some internal issues. It was just you know, they had the power, they had the army that was able to, you know, be really scary on the field, but they lacked the what is it? The training, the coordination, the overall, like, okay, like the machinery is very scary, but you know, the cogwheels are not really grabbing all the time. And if they can improve that, I think that buff could actually be quite good at some point.
I mean, with the ability to do 49s internally, at some point you must have at least a good few players in there. So yeah, I definitely think once they get, you know, their more strategy and their entire game as a team together, then they definitely have an incredible potential to do very well in every tournament they participate in.
There we hear it. From the lips of the 82nd D-man, Froggers. Not just Froggers, sorry, Dr. Froggers. I was hoping for a yes or something. Okay. Anyways. Nitro is a bit
I was waiting for Nitro to
I was
say,
waiting for Nitro as well, but he's a bit sleepy today. I don't know why.
Strawberries.
There we go, finally, thank you. Also, little heads up, it's 57 minutes before the match starts.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I said, we could film this.
Letting me, yeah.
It could be
Stop
like
letting
3
me, yeah.
hours of prepared material anyways. But I would just say, because I had planned a bit of other thing first. Honey, I'm gonna throw in a buff for them because we just talked about them.
Go for it.
Thank you. If I press my buttons correctly, I need to recolor this next time. Anyways, little peek at Buff, B-A-F, aka Taurus, aka... Full. Gets the OP, body blocks Terry for a moment and gets Terry. The man is continuing his killing spree here. Right in the pushworks, reloads, and gets hit by Golem. Through the gap! Through the gap! Blackbee at least there's an anti-tanker, okay. I heard the ricochet. I will leave this little, oh my god. Oh my god. That was literally brutal. In more than just one way. Brutal annihilating a whole squad. Okay. I liked how Buff is just defending us. Just holding out here against onslaught of enemies. Long range against Swawak. Yeah, it's not healing. I do enjoy a good long range. Oh! I mean, you know. Team kill there. Ah. Happy little team kill there. And impact from software from the right. These buff boys. These buff boys. That's not a great phrase. These buff men know how to shoot their loads. Let's rephrase it. Good anti-check. There we go. Good Skittle now against DL. I like it. Skittle just able to hunt down the anti-tankers. Two people in the tank. Tank commander just having a field day, just a bat at this point. Just Skittle with the pistol. And then we return to the studio.
Yes.
One day he's gonna say hi. One day he's gonna say hi and welcome back. Should have recorded that one. But yeah, Buff. I'm Buff. German joke. It's gonna work for the Germans. Da bin ich Buff. Don't you worry. It has been quite a minute. We have actually rambled away quite a bit. We're rambling a bit too much, I feel like. Silence, not perfect.
A little bit.
I'm trying to rein in my yapping now.
I'd say because we have also talked about the other teams. Shall we just go and show like 2 minutes of just, you know, some other great moments of Hand It Loose seasonal this year?
Give it to me, Berg.
That's
I need it.
clipped. See you in a moment. Have some mix.
Finally giving them a foothold here for Mystery to launch off. Super Coke, Mudborn, Mongo trying their hardest to repel. Mudborn dip, diving, duck and dodge, Rusty. And they trade. Love that. I don't know what just happened. Unlucky Wrath. That is stolen. Pop-Tart sending rockets. It looks like there's a medium. Yeah, a medium tank for Mystery in the middle here. Pop-Tart sending rockets his way. Does he get the range on this one? Oh, he doesn't, but he turns some Mama Minestrone super.
Lose his mind.
Icebreaker wipes an OP. They really need to look back and get this guy.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Gary, the red zone.
Wipes out 2 OPs running through the wheat fields.
Okay, he saved the cap, literally.
Yeah.
Gary
Where
was
are we
gone.
looking?
3 OPs.
3 OPs.
Did he reach pre-fire? What was the AT doing? A supplier or whatever.
Who says K90? 4 OPs.
4 OPs. Wow.
4 OPs. Nice.
Wait, there's one more.
Wait,
5
there are
OPs.
no 5 OPs.
That's a clip.
That's a clip if I've ever seen one.
That's
And,
nice.
and who says Car 98 Panzerschreck cannot defend an entire point by themselves? But the 76 is going to reach out. Might have an angle on him. Ooh.
Rolled over another engineer.
Classic
Roll
Clover
over,
move
was
here.
knocked.
But this... not with... Oh my god! Oh my god! Pop-Tart with the rocket of the day.
Harry rocket of the day. Lovely. Music? There we go. So the music is
There we
gone
go.
completely. There we go. Jesus. We're back, kids. Lovely. We're very much back. But that was, of course, the last clips were, of course, from our dear friend Mr. Honeybadger here, who is part of WH. And who can be with us tonight because of, well, I don't want to say the obvious, but there is a reason why he can't talk here tonight with us. That is, of course, because last week, sorry, I had a moment there. Last week, we sadly had to say goodbye from WH in this format.
Yes, unfortunately, we were not able to break the Greyhounds curse in the loser bracket final last week. So yeah, good games to them. They get to play in the final today, but I get to be here with you guys, and this is fun too, just in a different way.
Yes.
Thank you, Nisro.
Yeah, I'm glad you
That
agreed,
was a
Metro. Thank
voice.
you.
You know, it's of course sad that you didn't make it. Fair enough. No, but I can't even grasp, you know, the depth of it because, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into preparation, time that gets invested. Lots of work you guys put into, you know, trying your best to, you know, make it and win that match.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, at least I was able to get somebody from WH in here in the final. See, that's my cheeky way. That's my cheeky way, clearly.
Yeah.
All
you
part
know,
of the script.
last time Greyhounds eliminated WTH, you had Heidi, and now you have me. So
Indeed. That's how time turns. It turns. It turns.
Those last 10 minutes were really crazy in that match. For a solid 80 minutes, I was thinking, oh, this match is kind of boring. And then those last 10 minutes hit, and it was just crazy. It was, I think, we were watching it together in one of the 82nd Force channels, and we were definitely at the edge of our seats. So it was just so exciting. And if you haven't seen it, and if you have 10 minutes today, after this stream, of course.
Thank you. There we go. Good.
After the stream, of course. Watch those last 10 minutes. They're really crazy, and they really show what Hell Let Loose is all about.
And this is why we love seasonal.
yes. You know, unfortunately, part of competing at times is losing, and you know, but like Frogger says, it was a banger of a game the entire 90 minutes. At no point did we feel like it was a snoozer, it was over, but it was a good 90-minute game, back and forth quite a bit.
The thing is also one needs to remember because when I watch a match I go, oh, this is so, why would you watch this? Even my own match I go, why would you watch this? Like nothing is moving. But the thing is, there is a reason why nothing is moving. Because both teams are at each other's throat and keep shooting each other over and over, getting splashed by artillery, you know. And we just fly around with Admincam and look and go, okay. Didn't make it again. Nerd. Nah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's you know, if you're in the field, so to say, it's a completely different world compared to, you know, flying in the sky and watching it from afar. Why did you not spot that satchel? Why did you not hear that guy that was lying next to you in a bush? We have that clip as well. Why did you not see this or that? But then when you play the actual game, you know, okay, there's the in-game noises, there's explosions, there's shots, there is 48 other people in my ear screaming like maniacs.
Yes.
There's one Dutchman in the background watching Netflix while he's on Arty. There's always a great amount of, you know, noise in the background. So I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
It was the first game in a while. I was driving out of HQ with the last Tiger I ended up having, and I looked up and it was 12 minutes and fit like 54 seconds. I'm like, wow, this is one of the fastest the games have ever moved for me. It was constantly back and forth. It was a great game. Hats off to Greyhounds. They played a wonderful game. They deserved to win that day.
They did, and I don't think we have a clip from WTH in their match against Greyhounds, but we definitely have some clips from WTH in their appearance in this lovely seasonal. Shall we have a little looky?
Oh yes, give it to me.
See you in a moment.
Oh, he tried it. Nope.
And he's brought it up, but Tiger's diving. Good rocket. Oh, what a hit! Wow, good shot from Ken there.
Maybe it's one more try. Tiger needs a turn after this. Here it comes. Ooh.
Oh, unfortunate.
I mean,
yeah,
the
there goes
Tiger...
B.
Oh, but yeah, the 76 can't really back off like comfortably because he has to do it with a wall in front.
He's kind of stuck there now, and the more he reverses, the more he gets in line with those Tigers holding. Rocket comes in. Oh!
No way! Get fucked! Get fucked!
Oh, bro. There now, and the more he reverses, the more he gets in line with those Tigers holding. Rocket comes in. Oh!
No way! Get fucked! Tiger's going for it.
This Tiger is sending it though.
Oh, if he said the society's fucked, he's probably still fucked already. Tiger go get first shot.
Oh,
yeah.
Great. Nice. You might as well hold at this point. Honestly, just keep going forward. He's dead. Yeah, this should be it. Oh, it's a beautiful play from CU on. Okay. Sure.
Tiger is full sending it now. 76 is right next to him, even.
Oh, we might see a satchel here. Yeah, satchel does go on. No, not yet.
Yeah, he's on. Oh, he shot him off.
What a save.
Okay.
This is huge from the Tiger. This is
That is indeed huge. Oh, sorry. Ah, shit, that was the timing. That is indeed...
That is huge.
From the Tiger. There we go. Thank you, Nitro. We're back. Now, WTH did get beaten by the greyest of hounds, by the Greyhounds. Formerly known as 116th Greyhounds. Which the new kids don't even remember.
Don't call them that.
I know, I'm not allowed, but I will make the old reference. I still have their old logo in black and white still. I have like 6 or 7 Greyhound logos in my folder. Every time they updated it. It's amazing. But speaking of the Greyhounds, they did beat WTH in the field on WTH man here next to me. Where did they fight you? You fought in Utah? No.
No, Omaha.
Omaha,
West
Long
Fairville.
Beach. Shit.
Yep.
And they did win. Greyhounds, a team that has been around for quite some time. A German team. I know, that's a shock to everybody now that never has seen it. Greyhounds have been around for quite some time, have done quite well in lots of formats, have sometimes, you know, taken the higher area, sometimes the medium, in rare case also the lower, depending on what the format was, when they got settled against certain teams. Old times, not important. But I think, I'm trying to remember, I'm sure of that one, because I had it written down, but I don't know if it's true. Somebody in chat will let me know. Didn't the Greyhounds also win the German Cup?
I have no idea.
I think it says 30 minutes today, so I'm not going to notice it now, but I will look into the chat in 30 minutes and say, oh, yeah, okay, they say shut up, Altberg. Okay, cool. Something like that is going to happen, you know, it's going to be. But...
There's a German Cup?
There was a German Cup, yes. That
Oh, years ago. Oh.
yeah, not
Yes.
5 minutes ago, Froggers. No, that was ages ago. That was when was the German Cup? 2021, 2022?
Yeah, something like that. I thought you meant now, and I was like,
No. Well, there is a reason why you don't see the German Cup anymore, because the German Cup got renamed. You know to what?
Is it the Greyhounds Cup?
Nah.
Oh, I feel like
is
I'm
it
on the
ECL?
radio show
It
right
has
now.
a blue logo.
It's ECL,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No way. Damn. That's some crazy lore.
It's all the lore. I think at least that's correct. Even before everyone says, oh, but it's actually not correct and you got trolled by somebody. No! ECL Orga, don't tell me the wrong infos. Oh. But no, that would be at least fine. But I think they won that back in the day. Then of course, ECL and other things. No, European Community League Greyhounds have been a nightmarish team there, in a gaming sense. We'll see how that one goes. They're also running at the moment their own event, the Skirmish Cup, which is happening at the same time. If you want to watch something else, come back though. Or watch both, which also will have more matches in Skirmish coming up next week and follow-up, etc. But yeah, the Greyhounds have been around for ages, what feels like ages. But the nice thing is, we even have, that's the crazy thing, we even have an interview with them. How the Greyhounds got created. Thank you.
No way.
Let's have a look on that interview. Let's see what the dear Mr. Dietzel, that's his name, has to say about, those nerds over there. See you in a moment, kids.
Is it in German?
We are one of the oldest German teams, but we have picked up a few international players in recent years as well. The Greyhounds have been playing in all sorts of tournaments for years now, and we are frequently making it to the top spots. We won the ECL twice and the HCA once, but in seasonal we are kind of known for always losing in semi-finals, finals, or even before that. And we've never been able to win a seasonal yet. But yeah, hey, maybe this season we will finally change that. I don't know. Well, I joined the Greyhounds in late 2023, so I had to ask some really old members for more information on that. And Kyle sent me a screenshot from 2022, so yeah, I can't really confirm this information, but that's all I have. The Greyhounds were formed sometime around October 2019 as a friend group. We got into competitive play in 2020 after the summer, starting with the German League, where we made it to the 3rd and 2nd place with the coalition, and we even organized our own tournament called the Greyhound Cup, which we ended up sharing the winning spot with the Clan P. Some of you may remember them. Yeah, we also participated in tournaments like the Summer Cup, and we have been hosting the Greyhound Night event for years now as well. And on top of that, we have managed other events like Squad Let Loose, for example, or now in recent history, the new Greyhound Skirmish Cup tournament. I think there are multiple reasons for our success. I mean, the most obvious one is probably our experienced roster. We have a lot of really good players, but yeah, to be honest, we struggled a bit with numbers at the start of the season, but somehow we pulled ourselves together and ended up playing a really strong tournament. The biggest key to our success was probably the off-season prior to the seasonal, where we played a ton of scrims, including against ESPT, for example, and really fine-tuned our tactics on different maps. I think that was super helpful and probably the main reason why we have made it into the finals. Well, we were pretty sure that we can get to the playoffs, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, the win against WTH was definitely a surprise. We were pretty confident with the map pick of Omaha Allies, but WTH is known to be one of the strongest teams and is also very, very strong on Axis. But it worked out. I mean, we all freaked out in the last minutes of the match. It was absolutely crazy. And I think that these are also the moments that bring us together as a team even more. I mean, you could say Syndicate MS gave us the hardest fight in this tournament, since it's the only match we lost so far, but in my opinion it was actually WTH. They probably have the best shooters in the game as a team. They are also an extremely experienced team, which are very, very good on Axis and have good tanks. And they gave us an extremely hard fight on Omaha. I mean, we almost lost the entire city in the middle of the game and managed to come back. So yeah, it was an extremely incredible game, and in my opinion, one of the best matches I've ever played in Hell Let Loose so far. Yeah, motivation is one of the biggest challenges, because prep work at this level can get pretty exhausting. The other big issue is balancing clan harmony with competitive play. It's not always easy to keep everyone happy and find the right mix between having a strong community and playing at a high competitive level. There will always be players you just can't fully satisfy, but they might still be a really important part of keeping the clan together. Yeah, new tactics and stuff aren't really the biggest problem in my opinion. If everyone's motivated and working together to improve, that just comes naturally, I guess. Yeah, we know ESPT. They are pretty good friends from us, and we also did a lot of scrims against them off-season. So I wouldn't say that we are scared. We have a lot of respect for them, but we already managed to beat them in some scrims. So it's winnable for sure, but I still think ESPT overall is probably the better team. ESPT is the strongest team right now, and I think the one specific thing they are doing the best, better than any other team, is their ability to use combined arms. Like, their tanks and their infantry is playing very, very well together, and also their mindset is kind of different to the mindset from European teams. I don't know, I always feel like that ESPT players are somewhat more competitive in their mindset than Europeans, but maybe that's just a feeling from me. And yeah, I mean, there are the obvious reasons, like they have insane shooters, but also tactic leads like Axel, for example, who has years of experience from Hell Let Loose and totally knows how to play the game. All these things are coming together in the end, making ESPT, in my opinion, the strongest team. I don't want to name obvious things like map-specific points for Utah, but the most important thing for us probably is that we don't lose confidence, and especially our mindset in general. We often tend to tunnel vision mid-game, and that really breaks the game for us sometimes. So yeah, it's really important that we stay concentrated and don't lose our minds. Sadly, it's not all that positive. The new maps Airborne Ridge and even LLM Mine and Drill aren't really competitive friendly. Changes in general are happening super slowly or just don't happen at all. We still have the same tank gameplay since forever, with no major improvements to the gameplay, or maybe even bigger things like tank hit zones or even slightly customizable tanks. I mean, there are so many possibilities. Then we still have issues with the engine. For example, Windows on Omaha and Utah are not rendering, or wheat fields that are not rendering, etc., etc. Overall, there's very little engagement with the community, with the competitive scene, in my opinion. We still don't have a caster slot on servers, or even other tools for casters in general. The way things have developed over time is also kind of questionable. One example is the change to the movement system we now have, which removed things like the prone jump, for example. That took away some of the game's verticality. lowered the skill ceiling a bit, and the movement now feels more clunky than before. In general, I imagine balancing the needs of public players and competitive players isn't exactly easy, so yeah, in the end, who am I to judge? But I don't want to be all negative. There have been definitely some good changes too. One of the more recent updates I really like is that the match time is now shown at the top of the screen before you spawn, and the spawn points like UPs and Garys are listed much more clearly on the right side of the screen. Those are the kind of quality of life improvements that are actually nice, in my opinion. It's hard to say because every team is different, but for us, the key is finding the right balance between high-level competition and a strong bond inside of the community. Because in the end, the community is really, the main thing that keeps you going. Besides that, playing many practice matches against opponents of the same level is a great way to improve as well. Through these matches you get to know your strengths and weaknesses and can work on them. But yeah, additionally, it's also important to participate in as many tournaments as possible, in my opinion, because tournament matches are a completely different experience compared to friendlies. But I'm not an expert on this, so I don't want to say much more. I could list quite a few features here, some of which I've already mentioned in previous questions, like for example the better caster tools. But if I had to choose one feature to begin with, it would probably be tank hit zones. In other words, the ability to target specific areas of a tank with rockets and create different effects depending on where the rocket lands, rather than just the simple division of the tank in rear and side hits or turret hits, like we currently have. Yeah, this would add much more depth to the AT gameplay and also to the tank gameplay. But I wouldn't necessarily say that this is the one crucial thing that Hell Let Loose comp needs right now. I mean, everyone will have different opinions on what's more important. In the end, multiple things need to happen to improve Hell Let Loose comp overall. Don't be afraid of losing. Losses can often teach you more than victories, helping you grow and improve as a player and as a team. It's also important to understand that tournament matches are very different from regular scrims. They require more preparation, more effort, and a completely different mindset. So yeah, just go for it. To be honest, I don't really know. Of course, securing the first cap is always an advantage, but ESPT is well known for their ability to fight back and reclaim points. So this match could go either way, and one thing is certain: defeating ESPT in 2 consecutive games is an incredibly difficult challenge. Yeah, but I'm optimistic, so I'll say 3-2 for us. In Germany we say, die Hoffnung stirbt zuletzt. Yeah, thanks for having me, Altberg. And yeah, the only thing I can say is good luck to ESPT, may the better team win. And another German idiom, Hals- und Beinbruch.
Gets one, gets second one, will he get to spawn as well, because they keep spawning here. So I've not seen the spawn, it seems. Might have not seen the spawn there, might have only seen that people were there. Rocket goes over, misses completely. Centurion goes down. Artillery wiping, everybody knocks off, goes, oh look at that, an empty little OP, lovely. And moves the OP, Sasha goes off in the bunker. That being said, many people are still in the hard cap. Yuzuki going in the south, still Fleeder up in the north. Does not go for the nukes, oddly enough. Potential Banzai play here, maybe. Might just keep the bunker clean, though. Ooh, cheeky, cheeky. You see the happy little helmet. And... oh! Ooh, right into the camera, and the looks goes down. There we go.
moment is making a push around. Oh dear God, what a shot! Toasty! You magnificent bastard, beautiful rocket there, just barely clipping the hull of the Puma. Oh. Brutal with a good rocket. Benny? Benny?
And the P-Strike grabs the Tiger. Holy fuck. That's crazy.
Oh, hey, wait, Maddie's doing it. Maddie's doing it. He's going. He's gonna put one of the...
It's not siege.
Vanishing.
Well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh no.
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 No. No. No.
Nope. He's not doing it.
Looks like he got it off on the front. Or is that the machine gun?
That's just the machine
Wait.
gun.
So
Wait,
this
now he's on
76 is
top.
going. Yeah, this 76 is gonna get sapped. It's on.
Uh-oh.
That's too bad. I think they'll probably be able to defuse it if they have.
Well, it's
Oh,
like underneath the turret.
Yeah.
Is he gonna see it?
Does he see it? Yeah, he. Oh, they don't see it.
Oh, he sees Maddie
does. Maddie does. Yep.
It should be. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no!
Broman!
Does Broman?
Is enough time for one person?
I think he got it. I think they're okay.
Oh my
God,
goodness!
Broman saves it. Unreal.
Slow down a lot. And will the Puma safe spot? Tank goes away safely. Puma took too long, and Puma receives a. Was it a ricochet? That felt like a ricochet there. Yeah. And the removal there by the anti-tankers Toasty and Bear. Sorry, only by Toasty. It is still there. That is painful. Something's near me. Something's near me. I heard something reload. I mean, what? Where could it be? Fucking Syrian. Where could it be? You gotta be kidding me, Syrian? That was such a great moment. I liked that a lot. Dietzel still not moving. Gets, however, a kill on Golem there. Alright. And now he puts the OP of the fucker. Okay. Oh, good there because... And I know, you know, at this point I wonder with the Best of Let Loose comp video series that we're doing. How... Oh, it was a beautiful shot there. How are we gonna do the... Syrian at the moment? Maybe we just do it in utter silence. Might make his way forward. Don't think you can remove the OP there from that angle. Oh! Oh!
This.
I love seeing this as well, Mr. Froggers, for we are back now! That was a bit of the good old greyhounding. And a tilting.
I love seeing people die to artillery.
Say it again now.
I love.
Don't make me.
I love seeing people die.
There we go.
To artillery.
Yeah, just cut the rest of. Just cut the end of that one. But that was a bit of a peak when it comes to grounds. Though not all of these were like, oh, amazing moments from grounds. It was, you know, people don't seem to, you know, clip just the good moments. They also like to clip the very, very silly moments where people, you know, get knifed or other fun. Well, this is skill mode as well. But they do have a nice balance of, you know, cool moments, carnage, brutal violence, and But Greyhounds have made their way into the final with this one, and they have now to face quite a strong force. ESPT is the enemy tonight. Match is soon gonna start. Ooh, we're running out of time.
Yeah, 23 minutes, Mr. Berg.
Oh goodness. Oh my. And I have not been used yet. I'm not gotten used yet to all the powers of the nitro button.
That's debatable.
Okay, maybe it's not that far off, but you know, I'm going there.
Oh,
I'm getting
absolutely.
there. Thanks, Nitro. There we go. Someone's becoming, you know, more and more of a thing. Don't you agree?
Froggers.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Like the
Fully
cheeky
agree.
Froggers.
LLU's games don't never start on time anyway, so we got plenty of time, Berg. Come on, you should know this.
Unless it's an 80-second AD game. As a caster, I have to say, when it comes to like casting matches, the team that's had the best track record for me when it comes to like starting on time is still 80-second AD. Mostly because they're the only team that started in my whole 6 years of Hell Let Loose casting. 80-second AD was the only team that started before the official time. Twice or thrice even. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna check on the side 5 minutes before the official starts. Wait, they're already running. Wait, what the fuck? Why are they running already? There's one stream where I literally go, okay, we have to abort the waiting screen because 80 seconds already started the match. Let's go, I guess. If it wasn't, if
Gotta keep you on your toes.
18. And didn't tell me. I think it was that. Another Hell Let Loose match.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Well, if I need somebody to stay on their toes, I call in ESPT, for they are the finalists, and they're the champions, and the current title holders. They hold the title of seasonal champion. For they have won last year against...
Against us in WTH. Sorry.
I just sneezed, I noticed. I thought, you know, should I say something? Nah, you know what, let's just enjoy the moment. The timing's good. But the thing is, you know, ESPT and WTH have been old nemesis, fought over and over and over in tournaments, in matchups, in all kinds of crunchy, delicious combat. Tournaments, leagues, not really, I think. Only tournaments, really. But they have faced each other, sometimes winning, sometimes losing for both sides. I think there was a bit of a jokey run where WTH would lose against ESPT on the public, or like the friendly matches, and then win against them in tournaments, and then that got changed, and was a bit of a streak there. But overall now at this point, it's a nice back and forth between those two top teams.
Yeah, I agree so.
Okay. I jumped in there, sorry, as well. I jumped in there with the comment. But I think the thing is with ESPT and WTH, you know, even if it's not, you know, at the moment like a tournament match or something, if people see, oh, it's WTH against ESPT, they're gonna watch the match because it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, it's never a snoozer. Never a snoozer. Always back and forth, always tight, always 90 minutes of contesting, and always fun to play the boys at ESPT.
Especially when it's on good times. I'm still waiting for a WTH against ESPT 9 a.m. match. On a Sunday morning.
No. None of that.
And then you can see, you know, a second sign up in the evening, WTH against some other community, you know, in the late evenings, early mornings and late evenings. Yes. On a Chinese server. The ping as well. Australian server.
Oof. Oh no. No. No.
But we're rambling here. We are having still something on our list here, because as you've seen with the information of that the Greyhounds bought with Dietzel, we also, of course, reached out to the one and only ESPT, and their input on a few questions that I forwarded to them. And luckily, Mr. Adam from ESPT was able to answer them. Ignore the giant automobile factory in the background, or it might be a tiny little fan that makes an insane amount of noise. I removed most of it. Have a good one in a moment, kids. See you after the interview.
Can you introduce your team and quickly tell us what makes ESPT special? So ESPT is a competitive Hell Let Loose team founded on July 4th, 2021. We run the most competitive server called Garrisons and Whiskey, and therefore we are focused on the health and betterment of our community and team. How was it last year to finally bring a seasonal win to North America? Yes, we worked very hard last year, and we are very proud at what ESPT achieved, including recently bringing the first ever seasonal championship to North America. Definitely was a huge step forward for us as a team and the greater North American community as a whole. How has the team evolved since last season? Have you made any major changes to your strategy or roster? Not really. After every match, we focus on identifying areas that we can improve as a team, from analyzing footage of the previous match or matches, reviewing individual VODs, from recruitment and individual player development. Just adapting and evolving to become better over time is very important. As former champions, ESPT was placed into Week 5, meaning you had fewer matches than most teams. Do you think this is an advantage or disadvantage? Initially, I thought this may be a disadvantage for ESPT, but I quickly realized it actually was a pretty good advantage for us, because each week that we sat out of the tournament, we were able to schedule, 1 or 2 matches against opponents, and oftentimes each one of those weeks were against the other very best teams in Hell Let Loose. So playing the best teams in Hell Let Loose, combined with not having to deal with tournament fatigue, which is a real thing for some teams, it's a much better experience for us, and it helped us out a lot. Which teams are you most surprised in the tournament? I can't say I honestly was surprised, as they both are amazingly good teams, but it's always great seeing Climbers United and Greyhounds make it deep into tournaments. Is there a specific player or squad that carried ESPT to victory last seasonal? Not really. The cohesion between ESPT members is exceptionally strong. We can afford for our, quote, best players to have off days, because all other 48, 49 members of the team do step up every single match and support any way they can. We take pride in supporting each other in game, and we don't really concern ourselves too much with KD or most kills. Although those are important, it's just not our focus in game. So no single player or squad or tank crew carried ESPT. ESPT has been the major team when people think of North America. Why do you think no other teams are equal power rising up in North America? Actually, there are certainly several teams rising in North America now. These teams are quality structured, and someday they will be, for example, a top 10 team in the world. I have no doubt about it. I believe the key to really any team being successful is focusing on both short and long-term goals, maintaining sound structure within their community, and most importantly, staying together and growing together, for sure. For example, we have dozens of ESPT members who have all played, or who have played well over 100 matches together that make up our roster. So pretty important there. You're facing Greyhounds in the final. What do you see as their biggest threat, and how do you plan to counter it? Greyhounds are obviously extremely skillful, and they're determined. They're very opportunistic, and their strategies are top tier. Greyhounds also prep for matches like crazy, and their openers are likely, I think the best in the game, for sure. ESPT need to remain focused in the game, can't get complacent, and perform periodic check-ins to make sure our map control is good and we are where we need to be. ESPT has a unique connection to Greyhounds. Both teams were the first to have a comp match on Tobruk. Do you think we'll see Tobruk being chosen in more friendly scrims or even tournaments? I think everybody really enjoyed Tobruk, so I'd say the short answer is yes, but there are a few things that need to be tweaked for Tobruk to be actually comp ready. There's some insanely long sight lines in this spawn and other areas of the map. Things like that need to be adjusted. But I know a lot of people have expressed feedback to the devs directly, so I guess it will remain to be seen if the adjustments are made or not. We would absolutely love if the devs did consider the competitive side of maps in Hell Let Loose. If you could ban one map from competitive play, which would it be? Oh man, probably Utah Beach because it's played way too much. But just kidding. I mean, I think honestly all maps are unique, they're valid, and should be considered for sure. How do you see the current Hell Let Loose meta evolving? Have there been any shifts in strategy compared to previous seasons? I mean, actually all the changes so far in Hell Let Loose meta have been accepted and welcomed for the most part. You know, the devs have talked about adding new Archon tools, adjusting artillery, adding new maps and vehicles. Those changes will influence the comp scene more than anything in the short term. In the past, ESPT has been one of the teams to win the 18v18s. Are you still up for the formats like offensive or a skirmish tournament? Yeah, ESPT are absolutely a supporter of 18v18, 25v25 skirmish matches, and other things like that. We definitely do enjoy the variety that makes the game feel unique again and fresh. What would you say to other teams considering joining the next seasonal for the first time? Seasonal is the most competitive tournament, and teams do invest hundreds and hundreds of hours over the course of the tournament to become better and win. So definitely expect seasonal to be the most competitive, most difficult tournament, but at the same time, it's the most rewarding. The key is just participating and playing. You know, win or lose, you must review the footage and grow and develop within your team, learn from your mistakes, look at areas that you can improve. You know, that way next tournament, you have the capability of being even better. What is your score prediction for the final? I would not be surprised if Greyhounds cap first, as Greyhound openers are excellent and sometimes ESPT openers aren't always excellent. But I predict Greyhounds cap first, and then ESPT eventually cap back at some point throughout the match, and then it ends with a 3-2 ESPT win. Any final words for the Hell Let Loose competitive community? Definitely would just like to thank the streamers who do put in a tremendous amount of effort to cast these matches. Big thanks goes to you guys there. And then, of course, to the tournament organizers who organized the tournament. Definitely not an easy job, but we do appreciate you.
Bombing run. It's going to be a big bombing run. This is like a game-deciding bombing run. Oh my goodness. That's the Garrison and the Spawn Wave.
MTBB kommt jetzt auch mit auf die andere Straßenseite rüber. Kuckuck wird rausgenommen von Takahara. Schauen, wer hier wen rausnimmt. Kaiser holt sich Takahara, kann seinen Weg fortsetzen. Nächster Fight hier drüben, eventuell Kaiser gegen Scripture. Ne, kommt dran vorbei, wurde nicht gesehen. Nächster Kill hier von Kaiser. Oh, hier ist eine Satchel dran. Kaiser muss sich zurückziehen, hat Scripture gehört, holt ihn sich raus. Der nächste Valhalla geht auch drauf. Kaiser hat's gemacht. 3 Kills oder 4 Kills hier schon in Folge. Jetzt aber gleich durch die eigene Satchel sein Lauf beendet. Da war die Satchel-Kommunikation, hat scheinbar gefehlt. Eine neue Mine stehen. No, aber Jäger ist am Start. Wir hören ja... Oh, Garni steht hier auch. Haben wir auch mal jetzt dann gesehen. Delete. Jetzt ist wieder eine neue Mine aufgebaut worden. Jäger. Mal schauen, ob jetzt die... Nein! Und schon wieder! Holy shit, Leute. Merkt euch doch mal. Schaut doch mal bitte da auf den Boden. Und es wird sofort wieder eine Mine hingelegt. Wir haben im Besitz des Nordens große Teile zumindest. Wir sehen aber auch hier oben der Versuch von ESPT, dass sie hier wieder den Norden unter Kontrolle bekommen. Oh, geil! Oh, lange nicht mehr gesehen. Geile Aktion hier mit dem Tiger oben drauf. Oh, und er wurde gesehen, hat nicht rechtzeitig sich verlegt und wurde mit einem Präzisionsschlag rausgenommen.
Rausgenommen, das ist gut. Ja, Bratwurst. The German mocking the German, of course. Hello there. Welcome to Hell Let Loose Competitive. What are you doing on a Sunday evening? Well, you're waiting for a great match, of course, because in a moment we will have ESPT against Greyhounds. even before Greyhounds have like a 15-minute match and just beat ESPT in a steamroll. That would be a legendary one. Don't think it's gonna
Are
happen.
there any bets being placed on that?
Oh, I do need to make a prediction in the moment and like saying, oh, who you think is gonna win this? And I think let's be fair, I think the majority is gonna vote. You know, I'm gonna throw it to you, Mr. Froggers. Oh wait, I can make it even better. Let's make it like let's go from the left to the right. Because we can do that. Who do you think, Nitro, is gonna win tonight?
ESPT.
You don't think it's gonna be other guys?
Greyhounds.
Yeah, those.
No.
That's a bit base, but okay, sure, okay, cool. Anyways, the man has made his decision. He thinks it might be ESPT. I think also that ESPT is, you know, a very strong team, and Greyhounds have won against them in the past as well. So as ESPT against Greyhounds, and I think like, I feel like even, you know, even with, you know, Greyhounds being on the American side, having Chapel, yada yada yada, I still feel like this could be a big one again for ESPT and taking the you know, the moment of taking the crown for a second time, holding the title. So my vote is, or my guess is, it's gonna be ESPT. Mr. Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
I'm gonna go Greyhounds. You know, if anyone can do it, it's ESPT though. But the Chapel axis is a very, very, very difficult point to play, and you know, it takes a certain team, and you know, the tactics behind it is very hard because of where the hard cap is, and there's only been 2 teams to figure it out, and it's Climbers and WTH, and I'm like super excited to see what ESPT throws at it and what they've figured out, and you know, how they're gonna go for potentially cap first, or if they're gonna, you know, play their normal style of map control into recap.
Also, you scared me there for a second with the stream is paused. Ugh. I thought the stream
Oh,
crashed.
no.
I thought the actual,
No.
you know, oh my god, my heart just went there. Holy shit.
No, just for Froggers and I, the
Oh.
Discord stream.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fine because Froggers is not gonna answer surely, because it's time for
Froggers.
Yeah.
Oh god. I think
Froggers.
I think
Froggers.
ESPT definitely is the best contender to win.
Maybe.
Although I definitely think Greyhounds have a really good shot, but I just think ESPT will take the edge. And in that case, also take the crown of this seasonal.
Interesting.
Looking at how ESPT and WTH played against each other and how WTH Greyhounds played, it's going to be a very close match nonetheless. And I'm very excited to watch it.
Fair enough. We have
on twitch.tv/DasAlper.
What? Oh. I should also stop the streaming in Discord because I don't think we need that anymore. There we go. Because you can already imagine that I'm still on the big screen. I'm definitely not right now showing somebody in somebody special right his face. Right there. Yeah. Who could it be? Nobody will know. But no, I have to mention that it's 4 minutes before the start. Do we have data yet? As in not the player. That one is at WTH at the moment. Do we have data on the situation of the server data?
Yes, they've posted info and
I mean the chat, but I don't see the. Oh, I see. Oh, that's such dumbass. Okay, I see. God damn it, excellent. Well, let me just check.
Why make it easy, right?
Why make it easy, exactly. But I have to say in that case, let's slowly make our way. In that case, Mr. Froggers, I would assume you're gonna leave us in a moment because you're not gonna see anything.
Oh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna watch from Twitch chat.
Lovely. Well, in that case, Mr. Froggers, I hope you have a lovely one. And thank you very much for joining, good sir.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
Thanks for hanging out, Froggers. Thanks for your yap.
Oh, I love a good yap.
Love me a good yap. Yep. And I'm trying to join the server, and it's fingers crossed. Yes, I'm joining the server. Good. Anyway, sorry. Froggers, have a match has ended. Cool. I like when... Oh, God. I like it when Hell Let Loose then freezes everything and I think, oh, God, please don't break everything again. Match is ended, I get kicked from the server again, and I need to search for sessions again, so it freezes again. That thing has to change at some point, surely. Now it freezes again. I could go to commercials or anything else, you know, but look at my angry face. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Let me just type this in. Yep. Gotta open the thingy.
Uh-oh. No admin cam. Gotta ping Adam.
Alright, type that in the channel quickly, please. I'm joining.
Yep.
Let's see if that works. In the meantime, people... oh my god, Hell Let Loose, please, for the love of God, give me my Admincam. There we go. Froggers is gonna leave us, and I say in the meantime, we are gonna run a little commercial for a moment, and be right on the match in a moment. See you in a second, kiddos. Beep boop.
Have you been in any accidents lately? Call the law firm. Scootering right into any danger, we handle any case face on and aren't scared of hard, rough asphalt levels of difficulty. The law firm, call now.
Feel the rush of confidence as you immerse yourself in every moment. Embrace a scent that subtly enhances your gaming prowess, making victories even sweeter. Experience the power of copium.
Don't get cross. Get croissant instéad. IDS bakery, where every pastry is a piece of Belgium's bliss. Indulge in the sweet symphony of flavor crafted by your Belgian baker extraordinaire. From decadent pastry to delightful egg, IDS création à journée to euphoria for your taste bud and beyond. IDS bakery.
Carving a twist on a classic. Head to Altbergers and TRY our Kent refuses Räuben deal. Enjoy our juicy beef patty paired with all the Räuben sandwich fixings, served with our delicious French dip. Perfect for your lunch break or late night munchies. Altbergers, where classic meets a pick. Don't miss out, come and taste it today.
Mate, is your food boring and bland? Want a nice quick bite, but Bunnings is closed? Come over to Chillamira's. Chillamira's sausage give you that sweet sizzle that you need. And only for a short time. Shrenny Sizzle, a new daring flavor. Comes with extra onions.
Get ready to ignite your taste buds at Team Phoenix, where every bite is a flavor explosion. Join the hottest squad in town and enjoy our crispy, mouth-watering chicken like never before. Swing by with your crew and experience the vibe, the taste, and the fun.
Back from the commercials, there we go. Lovely. And Nitro is still with us. That's the beautiful part of this. The man is still with us. And the good thing is, one of us at Admincam. Can you guess which person has Admincam?
Altberg?
It's Altberg, exactly. Have they added your Admincam, honey?
Yes.
Lovely.
I am good to go.
Beautiful. In that case, I will actually change the screen to something else for once. And we're going to the big screen. Just to check that everything is working on that, because right now it's very dark, but it should flippity-pippity-pip. There we go. Lovely. We have Admincam. Beautiful. One little tab out. Let's see that everything is working. We will remove the music in a moment. But this will be it, kids. This will be the big one. This will be the Grand Master of Funk. And I'm trying to find a little thing that I moved somewhere. There we go. Yes. And I would like to have no, but I would like to have yes. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, that's working. Lovely. All right, one little check up there. Can you say something, honey?
Hello, Dosalberg. Are you doing this
Oh.
wonderful Sunday evening?
That's
for you?
enough of you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's all good, it's all good. I just wanted to see that, that the volume is there and everything is running. But we already see the layout that's gonna happen in a moment. We see the beauty that is Flooded House, Le Grand Creek, the Chapel, Hill 5, and Red Roof House. It's a very vanilla feeling, but then again, it's the one with the most flanks, the most fun, at least for me, as a streamer, as a caster, it's the most fun. How is it for you if you were in the shoes of, let's say, ESPT at the start?
It's if I'm in the shoes of ESPT who's playing Axis today, I'm gonna do exactly what we do at WTH. That's stack south. Stack south and enjoy the meat grind that is the city.
And then at some point go northwards.
Yes.
At some point. But I would assume that you're gonna well, the thing is, you're the more the veteran. But I would say what I'm gonna see in a moment is both sides sending some units north, majority south. Only a few people on Chapel from the Greyhounds here. They're gonna make it directly on the area. Most are gonna go for the map control. And then, depending on how the start kicks off, we're gonna see one side dominate. I have the feeling it could be even Greyhounds capping this initially. And then the recap of ESPT.
That is a big possibility. It's really gonna come down to a lot of these truck snipes that who lands them, who it got to a point where teams are now counter sniping truck snipes with AT guns and light tanks. So it's gonna be interesting to see what each team is pull out. I mean, these are two of the best truck sniping teams in the world. So I'm really excited to see who makes it alive to this the cap sector.
And it's a bit sad that the big times of, because the rocket barrages are still a thing, but I see them less and less. That's the thing I'm really sad about. Why is that? Why is that, HP? Why?
Do you want the tactical reason?
Just make up a reason. It's because of ferries. What? No. What is the reason?
Because see truck, shoot truck is far more reliable than timing a rocket that you're basing off a truck driver doing the most optimal route, and then to delay that rocket, all you have to do is stop the truck for 2 seconds, and now the rocket completely misses. And so we've seen teams kind of move towards the the AT guns, the Pumas, and the Stuarts and the Luxes for their truck snipes, because like I said, see truck, shoot truck, it's a lot more consistent, a lot more reliable.
Fair enough. A sad reason, but an understandable one.
Yeah, because if you recall, the last time a final was played on Utah, the DC versus Greyhounds, DC had like 8 guys doing rocket snipes, and I think only 1 hit.
So I just realized I could have worn my DC shirt for the stream. I have an old DC shirt when they won seasonal.
Yes.
That would have been a fun one. Fun reference.
And
we have the match.
There our flip.
There's the Flipperino. I'm gonna join the delicious Father Pig in a moment. As soon as I see the delicious Father Pig. That's also one of those things that would be lovely to get improved, as in who to spawn, who to join. Also, don't forget the recording. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes, I'm already recording, good sir.
Man, I'm doing the same now. There we go, because I just realized I should have probably do that. Where is Father Pig Baker Squad? There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Join, keep roll, spawn somewhere. If I can click one of the things, there we go. Go. I spawned, you can kick me, kisses. There we go. That's my usual, my usual phrase when I spawn on this. I have spawned. Alright, you can kick me, yada yada yada. But yeah, HP, have you joined your lovely squad leader?
Yes, I have joined Florian, and I am in the sky, flying around.
Beautiful, lovely. Well, it is a glorious match, and it is going to happen in a moment, and I see already quite a bit of a force gather, mostly in the midsection, bit of a north, oddly, and the south, oddly, very, very quiet. Then again, I see they have put their OPs down, so in a moment that that transport truck is going to get filled with lots of buff guys. I'm still with the mind at BAF, with lots of players from ESPT. Yeah, everybody's spawning in. Beautiful. Ah. Also, should probably switch my sub menu because I don't need the effects right now.
So I'm looking at the pre-wall drop over here. We got 2 AT guns being built on the beachhead. We have wide flanking M8s. This is we have the medium sitting on top of the bunker. This is definitely a lineup shot here.
I'm just gonna do a quick little peek. Oh, where's that tank? Where's the tank? I heard something about a tank on the bunker.
Yeah, on the right south of the red roof, the midpoint red roof house, the midpoint, just south of that.
North.
We have the 7. Nope, just south of it. Just south of it. We have.
I'm a blind man. I see him. There we go. Yes.
Rusky, Aerobear, and Chami. I think that's his regular crew. Very good tank.
Flying back right now because I'm curious if that is going to hit. Oh, I see impacts.
No CE out of either team yet, so nothing hit yet.
Good highlights on. I don't see any impact yet on my side. I see also in the far north impact. That nearly was a hit. If done 1 second later. So quiet.
Yeah. Lots of wall drop snipes we got here.
No, that was nothing. We're reaching Le Grande Creek at the moment. Big spread at the moment for my vehicles here.
I'm watching these allies trucks come in. Nothing yet. We got Lux firing at 2 common routes.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any rockets barrage. Well, we have seen why, but
I think we lost one. Yeah, nope. That ESPT truck made it.
Well, I see the north has lost a Greyhound truck there.
Yep. The grandma's. Yep. ESPT's grandma's truck is dead. We lost the Greyhound's triple truck in the south, so their south control is gonna be really weak. And that's everyone's to sector.
I mean, both sides losing, you know, transport truck, not the greatest, not great of a start. Both in the north, oddly enough. I was expecting more of a south explosion there, but both trucks on each side, no, snipe in the north. Yeah, at the moment, I mean, it's looking, I mean, you see how it's looking. Greyhounds at the moment capping mostly, map control, Greyhounds, also in the south city quite a bit. North, only a bit of a touching going on there. Yeah, this is gonna be an initial capture for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, we see Sergeant Fupa and the P4 playing on the edge of map sector. None of his infantry have gotten really good control up to this north-south Red Road, so he's got to play really far back, and this is gonna be recap grind for ESPT right here.
Also, I have not been kicked off my squad yet. That is interesting. Very good one. Anyways, initial capture is going to happen in a moment towards the greyest of hounds. And the question is, of course, are they going to, you know, then be able to defend that hard cap? Mopping my map for a moment. Yoink, there we go. Lovely situation at the moment when it comes to my side, garrison-wise. Bit of a gap. There's no garrison in the 7th row, which is a bit weird. but they have a bit of meat down there in the south as well.
And cap goes through, and opening cap goes to Greyhound.
That's tank fights happening. I'm so not used to having co-clustered. I shall just ramble on.
Yes. So we're seeing this that big push from ESPT infantry. We got Hitman Alex, Ames, and Zoo down here in the south, really trying to push that E6 grid square into the red road. Now that they've got a little bit established, now that the SL's got their OPs down. And this is just a really, really wide map edge to map edge fight. We see the flare go up in the north from Greyhounds, and a lot of ESPT dots are up in WN4 all the way on north map edge.
All the way did they break through? No, they are just in WN4.
Yeah. No, they broke through.
Oh, I see Florian, yes.
Yeah, so you got Florian all the way up there, but you know, you got Flig all the way going to artillery pretty much. The northern fourth point for allies. And you got Taz, So Lucky, Sanzu, Cap'n, all these guys in WN4. And it looks like they've gotten control of Grandma's again as well.
ESPT getting slightly sandwiched there, but then again, the top bun is only Florian at the moment. Main road is being controlled in the north here still by our friends from the Greyhounds. Take a little peek here overall. The thing is, it's 9 minutes in. We're gonna see how well and swell they do in just a moment. Zoom already taking the southern house here. And I think the big one is gonna be in the south, you know, the big move in the south, taking the southern city and then just moving north. And what I see from my movement here unit-wise, yeah, their main focus is 70% south, and then a bit of the north, and then a slight touch of defense. And Zoom goes down. But the initial clash is still happening here. Thing is, of course, you know, if they get moved further and further away, ESPT, bigger problem over time, because the more the front line moves, the worse the position gets, more hedges to fight, more open areas to cross. So I like it now, but it's still, you know, a bit of a way to go either way. Opening up again for a moment. Fight slapping in the north. Oh, bit of a tank run. Where is that nut? Oh, it looks in the north, making its way. Sadly surrounded, might get wiped at the moment. Ah, would have been a nice one. And looks perishes in the north.
Yep. That looks like to be Eric Hartman's Lux.
Indeed, who jumped out of the Lux and now got peppered. In the meantime, a little peek there, I'm watching the south of Chapel and I see the first blue dots making their way into the area here. Zoom just perished, Itsuka is close by, excellent on the side there. But at the moment, Greyhounds are showing quite a lovely defensive line here. Nobody able to enter. South still holding out.
Yeah, South still held very well by ESPT. Get Smearin and Billy Lawrence as MGs setting up. And diving Lux as well, going towards Father Pig's location.
Oh, do you see Father Pig yet? Oh, all the way down there, yes.
All the way in the south, yeah.
Cheeky.
Oh, and we're gonna see the 75 moving up here now that Big Brother 76 is in sector. We might be seeing our medium engagement here shortly, Mr. Dasselberg.
Hello. I'm gonna zooming out a bit right now. I see, you know, they're taking more and more of the southern city at the moment. I would assume in a moment you're gonna see also... Oh, explosion. Trench fights opening up. What was that? Ah, just a trench element. But it's slowly happening. More and more pushy in the south. But that's the thing the Greyhounds are aware of as well. That, you know, people are gonna come from the south.
Yeah.
Oh, tank here close by makes sense. And I'm running out of red dots here. Well, in your case, blue dots for you. But I'm running out of Greyhound dots here in the south. There we go. Spawn rate comes in.
Yeah, no, this south wrap is getting pretty serious here. They're all the way into the buildings that we call diesel, where all these diesel tanks are.
Yeah.
For those who aren't the well-versed in call-outs of Utah. And this wrap is really dangerous because they're going to start pressuring the 75. Infantry is going to be able to get rockets on them almost right away.
Covenant there in the building is going to make its way to the trenches soon and then try to satchel the tank from below, maybe even.
Mm-hmm. And Newbie and Kaylee are here in the south fighting outside of Grandma's, trying to get, or Grandpa's or whatever you want to call it now. Trying to reflank this from the south, and they're running headfirst into Father Pig in 1200, and that's going to be a really hard battle as Kieran up here. Kieran fights Norson.
I mean, the southern situation is getting worse. Buildings are now getting attacked at the moment. I'm waiting for the rockets that hit the windows.
Yep.
I don't see them yet. Kieran in lots of trouble. And again, he's in a happy little bush. And gets unknown.
Yeah, but he's got two more, Norson and Paradox, both here, both really good shooters. But
well,
Kieran wins the gunfight.
And stays alive. And
big plays.
Oh, Covenant made it to the trench line. But he's scared. He wants to satchel the tank. But he's waiting. Oh boy, that bad choice. Swipe the splash. And gets mowed down by Borny there.
Ooh, Doctor somehow gets behind them, so a red dot inside all your blue dots.
Where's
on the west side of the Red Road. He's got his OP up by Excel.
Oh, that's Doctor. Hitman Alex could be a stopper here. OP might get removed. No, should get removed in a moment.
But this is a huge fight, and Doctor gets the OP, and that's huge.
And Alex goes down as well, so nobody's gonna respawn anywhere close to that area.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't see that one.
Oof. And we just saw a non-pen on this Lux, so this Lux is gonna get away for free. And AT rockets. There you go. Now he's injured.
You just keep the camera on all the important things. I just want to see one little thing there. Oh no. Okay. There happened something at WN7 in the south.
Yeah.
A little recon tank, a German recon tank, tried to go out of bounds and return to the bounds, and didn't make it in time. I fucked up the timing, and the crew got killed and the tank blew up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think at least that was the case. We'll never know what it really was. Maybe the engine died, who knows? But what I come back to is still a bit of a mix here with the lava lamp here. Red and blue dots united, wobbling around. A big mix here on the south of Chapel. But I see also more and more blue get into safer positions here. Leaps in the building at the moment. Actually, it's the only safe spot.
And we see our first heavy v heavy engagement. Eric is taking on the 76 of Greyhounds, and the 76 got first shot in. Sorry, tanker moment. I'm gonna pay attention to tanks because Utah.
Oh, good. Oh, I always am the guy that has to go for the tanker moments because nobody else does it. So it's nice when somebody else also joins the shenanigans.
And this is a really good fight against two good crews. We got Siege in the 76 against Eric Hartman in the in this Tiger, and
yeah, and his friends. Yeah, I see they have quite a few friends.
Yes.
Are you on the? You're all okay. I'm gonna go on the American tank. Wait, which one? What?
The American tank, the 76 or the Tiger?
The 76. Oh, the one, right? Okay, all good.
Oof.
I was confused with the angle for a second. All good, yeah. There he is. Thought it was the second one. Oh, he's moving quite a bit, 76. Oop.
Yes, this 76 is getting aggressive, you know. He's going to try to open up this angle because Eric's really out in the middle of this open field, and he's really just using the buildings.
And actually connected on the butts.
Did he just engine him?
He is rather stationary.
I'm going to fly over. Do we? No, we hear engine sounds. He's still alive. But interesting move by Siege, just to sit there. And Eric's gonna repaired in the open field like that, and now he's gonna open up this angle, and Siege should die here.
Wow, that's a hard thing to say on the internet. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, his tank should die here.
Well, he loves his fishes. Enough jokes. I see a tank closing. Ah, would have been a cool moment, but no. Nope. And we should have collision or vision at least in a moment. Peak! Impact! And 76 goes down. In a big shell of fire and smoke, oddly enough. What has happened? While we were watching, everybody was just watching this tank fight. Situation on the map. Well, the far south is looking nicer. There's, you know, the roads are controlled by ESPT at least in the meantime.
Yep.
And I see a bombing run is closing in. Ooh, 6F all the way up to 5F. It's gonna be a bit of a creeping barrage there. That might wipe a few faces. Also, apparently you have a lovely garrison here in the area of, what is that? F6.
F6. Yes, there's a garrison on the other side of the MG house. That's where McFox is.
First victim, Kieran. Goes forward, people running. It's Valef in your face here. Makes his way to safety.
Gets the garrison on the bombing run. That's a big pickup.
But the question is, do they have any supplies or other things to get our garrison up again quickly?
Nope, no supplies on the ground. No support player in the area.
That's toughy. I see contested for a second. That's not important,
yes.
But I'm seeing, you know, they are bringing quite a bit of meat on that bone right now.
And Excel is desperately trying to do the open field run. I think he's taken the head-on engagement of trying to push the creek. Godspeed Excel. You know, that's a hell of a push. Never a good one. But yeah, no. ESPT is stacking the south area. They have a lot of control of it, Berg. Taking down that 76 was massive in this ability to take all this ground that ESPT now has.
We're having a bit of problem, you know, with advancing with their massive units, but the sheer number of good shooters should wipe, you know, Greyhounds here in a moment. Also, I see a tank has joined the fight. Eric Hartmann and the rest are back in the saddle. As well as Relic, 2 Tigers on the left here.
Yeah, so these 2 Tigers stacking up. This is Relic and Fupa. They're missing their 3rd, but they're still getting pretty aggressive. This is a lot of pressure coming from ESPT with this garrison down, and there's still no garrison up in the sector.
Really?
For Greyhounds right now. So this is really dangerous. All these OPs in the south by this diesel and triple area are lighting up. Satchels are going off left and right.
I'm most amazed that they still don't have a garrison up and running. I mean, they're still holding up with the OPs. Nah, fair enough. But I'm not you. It was a crunchy one. That was indeed a crunchy one. Impact's hitting. Coming back at the trench line. That's a little bit of a... Gets removed by splash damage.
But no, this is a really good fight out of Greyhounds right now, Berg. They've gotten recontrol of the road. They're recontesting the MG house at the intersection, which is all good things. The OP is still in the south up, and they've rebuilt the garrison almost in the exact same spot.
I'm seeing more and more. For me, blue, for you, red, presumably in the south. I see lots of ESPT pushing in. Heavy tank also joining the front fight more and more. Both heavies are some goods. Also, my north is getting a Lux tank now, north of Chapel.
Ooh, and this that garrison they rebuild. Zoom is on it. It looks like Zoom is locking it out. He might be placing a yep. He did put a spicy lunchbox down on the other side of the hedge.
Yes, I see this box. And nobody left a team kill. That's extra nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and 30 minutes ago. The match is going to start 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna... There we go. Removed. Wait, did it get removed? Yes, it did. Sorry. For a second, I thought my eyes were wrong here. But I should also do this button. There we go. There we go. Lovely.
Lots of ESPT are breaking through in the south. You're getting these 1s and 2s breaking through. Now, Woman Repellent, front door commander, fighting his way through triple.
Never mind. Looks like lost in the north. The north has quite a bit of meat there from ESPT, but they're not really able to advance that much.
Yep. So if you look at the chapel on chapel, hard cap.
Chapel. What?
Yeah, chapel on chapel. You'll see this fine MG player called Roy Nelson.
Yes.
On the roof.
Yes.
He is single-handedly stopping this entire push from ESPT coming out of Grandma's. Granted, he has friends to help him, but he is a major contributing factor.
The thing is, it's an aspect because even if you try to, artillery this, because of the angle of the roof, you're basically gonna get splashed by that. Oh, okay, never mind. Now he's moving forward. Well, F me then. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, artillery has decided to join in here right now. Let's give Thor Nelson a bit of a moment here. Come on, Groy. And Nelson dies the moment I mention him. Cool. Okay.
Cast a curse right there.
Little check before I go north again. South, it seems ESPT is getting a bit of a loss here in the south more and more. That's a mix. But the north is pushing now.
Yeah, with Roy dead, now this infantry can free flow up. Now this is where it's gonna get really dangerous for Greyhounds because they are absolutely getting pinched. There's again no garrison in soft cap of the chapel for Greyhounds. It's a Zoom satchel, the last one, and they have not rebuilt it.
George on the point. Fred goes down. There's a man with a satchel potentially. That's extra problematic. Goes through. Let's get the angle right. Ooh. I think he might have already used his satchel a moment ago. But the man is still hammering down on the chapel here, on the hard cap. And gets stopped finally. But yeah, I mean, HP, they're still capping this.
It's all sector control right now, and I just pulled up my map, and there is 3 OPs in sector for Greyhounds. No garrisons. This is all sector weight right now. This is the tanks all in sector for ESPT. No tanks in sector for Greyhounds.
Well, you know, I have a bit of an army here, so it's gonna be hard to count, but I have 3 heavies closing in onto the south road of Chapel at the moment. With, what is that, a medium tank also at the Grand Creek, a heavy tank at the front house, and a recon tank in the far northwest as a sentry tank. As a lone shooter.
Yeah.
Greyhounds now deffing this.
Yeah, so the one thing that's saving Greyhounds right now is they still have this highway control, and they were able to shove everyone into hard cap and throw down a reinforce. But this is not good. And as we say that, one Tiger tank does go down for ESPT. It looks like it was Fupa's tank.
Oh, Sishenko lost that tank. Well, that ain't great. No. A solo Panzer Force charging forwards, okay. And up in the sky, witnessing the glory that is at the moment the big final here of ESPT against Greyhounds. Now the thing is, I want to say one thing. ESPT, you know, if they win this, they won. If Greyhounds win this, they have to play next week again against, there we go, again against ESPT here. That is gonna be hard if you have to be at ESPT twice.
Yeah. But it's a true W Limburg, so this is the way the rest of esports does in a W Lim tournament. And it's this makes this game very, very important for obvious reasons.
Yes. It is the big match of the year, I say, because I might not get the next final. So it's the best, most important match ever. Did I hear a bombing run? It's from you, I think. It's not mine.
Yes, it is a bombing run going over triple right now in Diesel. So it's going to hit Norsen. It's going to hit Dash 30.
It's going to hit a lot of nothing.
Not a single person.
Wow. Who is the commander? Is it Baby Burn?
No,
wait,
it is Marvin.
Wrong community, sorry.
Yes. It is Marvin.
Oh, I'm getting so much shit. I'm gonna get so much shit, sorry. This was not a Baby Burn slash shit talk. I just mixed up the people there for the teams for a second. Marvin is playing. Alright, fair enough, okay.
And no, now that this reinforces out, still no garrison in sector for Greyhounds. Yep, they've been completely grinded out by ESPT.
Yeah, bombing run coming in. And I think you can imagine where it's gonna head. Or gonna happen and go forwards. Exactly. South of Chapel going eastwards towards Hill 5.
Yep.
And this might be the moment. 30 minutes in, it's not a 0 anymore already. Good.
Yep.
But they're really aiming for Manusa there.
Yep, and Manusa is gone.
And it's going through all the way.
Ooh, the Hill 5, Gary, does survive, though, where you see Siege, Trip, Clean Nap.
And we see Chapel being blue, at least in my POV, for I am on the side of justice, sorry. On the side of ESPT. I went Batman there for a second, I don't know why. Oh. But yes, honey. I see your brave units here down on the ground. Greyhounds here holding out. Clean Up and Co. in the worst spot ever. I mean, it's the important area. You gotta spawn here. It's the meat grind area. That's the thing for me. They're gonna keep spawning and they're gonna go through the south slightly. But mostly, are they gonna... Yeah. Get a turret? Yes, they are.
And we got a very, very in-depth Bob the Builder moment. If you look in G7 against the hedge north of the 70, in between the two 76s.
I found a tank. Yes, yes.
Between
oh my
the two
goodness! Did they watch a Soul Sniper video? What is this? That's a lot of fortification. They really want to keep that repair station in there alive. How many is there? Is it just one? It's just one, yeah. Well, it's
yes,
free, but how many inside that is? Because I thought maybe they have something in there more squished. They found a trick or something, but no, it's just... I mean, why not? Sure.
So now Greyhounds have this unfortunate meat grind of grinding highway until the end of the game. Yeah. And this is where it's gonna get rough. This is where your mental gets tested, and how many times can you die to the MG42 till you internally scream a little bit.
Swoosh. From W7 to wait for W4. Oh, little McPimn is also playing tonight. I see that. Alright, I even asked him also to be a co-cast, but he didn't have the, you know, he was playing that, good sir. And he couldn't let his team, you know, stay alone on this lovely important match. And now he got shot in the face. Okay. And Leaps is trying to satchel the ground because he got shot in the face. Okay. But I see your tanks are slightly retreating here in the south. On the Düsentriebchen, of course, I see 76 is removing slowly from the front. But yeah, it's the old issue. I say issue. It's the old familiar feeling, you know, with Utah Beach. A few dots around the hedge lines, and then you get the major dots around Hill 5. Behind the little shed. And you're gonna see artillery also hammer on this area over and over and over.
Yes, yes, yes.
But the thing is, what could you add that, you know, gives you a change of the terrain, or there's something else that helps you? Airhead, but Airhead gets spotted instantly, so pointless. You can't really...
And,
yeah, you're the expert. What can you do right now except meat grind?
You gotta get behind them. So as allies attacking Chapel, you have a little bit more room to work with. And as I say this, the P4 gets destroyed on hard cap. So
yeah,
you need to work around, get behind them, and your tanks need to win their fights. And then you can just kind of sandwich the point pretty well. But getting behind ESPT is a very, very, very difficult thing. If we go south to north, we have Keonashi on an MG in the MG house in you know, Crossroads, all the way in south in WN7. He's dead right now, but you also have 1200 play. playing sniper in the south, all this map control. You have Smearin on MG just north of jungle. You have Itsuku and MG on triple. You have who else? Billy from Lawrence, MG on Chapel. You just have all these MGs. You have Jaeger, Sanzu, all these MGs and snipers.
You have Tony in a Greyhound on the Chapel.
You do?
Yes.
Oh my God, Tony.
And he failed at road killing Billy there, the MG.
Oh my God. That's a demerit.
He doesn't get shot by the Tiger though, that's nice. I shall for a moment follow this weird little tank here. Who's just sitting around not doing anything. What?
This is an Axis AT moment. No one's running the Car 98 with this Panzer Shrek, and Fig has to run all the way up to him to satchel him.
I mean, but you know why? Because nobody wants to run around with the car the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, there's Signaldo there. Not the greatest rocket there from George.
No, and survives the splash.
Wow. Well, the good news is there's a satchel on the vehicle, so, you know, at least we're gonna get it out with a boom.
Yeah.
And shababoom. Shababoom. There we go.
But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier. You got Jaeger, Grandma's. You got Zoom going on the roof at WN4, and he can play Silo if he wants to.
Oh.
Like there's just so many good MG42 spots, and getting behind ESPT is just going to be an impossible task.
And I see your boys are... Okay, they got wiped there, but they are slightly trying to get into Chapel from the southeast now with full squad nearly.
Yep.
I mean, I'm happy that they were able to get this close. That's actually already impressive. Sirion, the first to touch. Yeah, they're booming it. They're still waiting. They're still hanging around here. But again, this is a seasonal final. This is a big match. And whoever wins this is going to be, well, not crowned yet. Because if ESPT wins this, then they're going to get crowned. If Greyhounds win this, they have one more to go.
Yes.
I'm not complaining about the format. I'm just saying it for the people that are new to this. Because we haven't... have we had that season before, that format? Double elimination?
So usually, like, the group stage would be a double elim, and then playoffs would be everyone's a single elim. That's kind of traditionally how things have gone, but I think this is the first time we've had a true double elim all the way through.
I mean, you know, I could say, well, it would, you know, it's sad to hear that the Greyhounds have to beat ESPT twice, but it's the best teams fighting against each other. It's the top teams shooting each other. It's the big one.
Yes, and it would also be fair to, you know, ESPT to lose once and then automatically lose in a double elim tournament. So,
yes. Like... That one's gonna sting tomorrow.
Oof.
We see also, you know, the regular things we see on Utah Beach. You know, it's nothing like crazy new. We see the regular plays here. We see McFox in a ton of smoke here. They're trying to smoke the open area so they can advance a bit more, or at least, you know, catch the eye of the enemy. Never be one of them go. But artillery is hammering down on the ditch. It's... I think we're gonna see the same thing happen here for the next 30 minutes. Sorry, 15 minutes, 90 minutes, there we go.
Yes,
and then we're gonna see the big charge.
Full agreement. So their Greyhounds are just working on their contain. They're just slowly progressing. They're making a bunch of ground here in the south, though. WN7 is almost exclusively in Greyhound's control. There's a couple infantry, Father Pigs here, U.S. Rangers here, but Siege is down here with his 76, so they're trying to make a concerted effort to break the south and then kind of work their way north from it.
Oh, they have some good people down here. Father Pig, US Ranger, yeah. Strike Father Pig from that list. Never mind. Oh. Oh! A happy little tank from you is facing the south. That was mean.
Yeah. Deleted.
Just that was just cruel. But I do see all those little happy little Greyhounds waddle around here in the south.
Yep.
But I also see a little bit of a counter spawn wave happening on the west here. Nah. 3 squad leaders. But yeah, well, sidetrack there. I do like that I see, you know, Greyhounds finally pierce the front line here.
Yeah, they've made it to the Red Road, which is kind of like the big first step.
And I would assume the next step will be probably the crossroad area.
Yep. But they gotta remove this garrison just west of Crossroads. Hopefully this 76 from Siege can deal with them. Because that would be the easiest thing to do is just, you know, left click the garrison with the main cannon, but
Is that how you normally remove it? Left click when you just remove the garrison?
yeah. Yeah, just left click it. It's easy, Berg. Tanking is easy. Just left click. It's okay.
I mean, there we go. You want to join competitive? Say, I'm a tanker. Do you need a tanker? There you go. Can you left click? Yeah.
Can I left click and press R?
The spawn wave here is still in the south. I do hear a vehicle. Oh, Stuka. Oh, in the north. I'm in the far north.
That was a big whiff. That was a big whiff. It landed in highway when the tank was behind the normal Hill 5 building, the barn.
Yeah. Might have been very bad ping there. Because I don't think, you know, a precision strike can be that shit. You know, it is very bad, don't get me wrong, but I think that's too far to be randomizedly bad.
No. I think that was a misplaced by a little bit.
Maybe there was a strong wind. But they have straight eyes on the tank right now. The marker is right on top of it. And I have impact. Yeah, tank fight happening in the north. I don't know why I'm getting so excited because, you know, it's the tank's gonna get repaired. It's gonna get repeated.
No, but Hitman Alex. Oh,
nah.
Hitman Alex runs
Because
right in front of the coax.
Yeah, that's the thing, because he runs in front of it. He has seen it, but he already expected it would be there. Shenanigans there. Hitman Alex in the area. Sure. And it's halftime, by the way. 45 minutes have passed. Alex going the other way now. There we go. Smart cookie. Will get splashed over by the tank.
He's on the garrison, though. Rusky gets out. Rusky with the SMG takes down Alex. Saves the garrison.
That trusty Tommy gun.
And who says tankers can't left click with infantry guns? Come on.
Yeah. Who says that?
Who says that?
Only Clobber can't. But anyways. I don't know why Clobber and I have a feud. I don't even know, but I joined the feud completely. I don't mind that beef. Zoom in when Alex aims. We go one Satchel Liam making his way here. Good. Sadly dies on the way there. Rusky out of the tank again.
So he thought someone was on the garrison because they're locking it out from the other side. So.
Well, we might see explosion with grenades. There we go. Alex there gets hit by Alex.
Alex trying to shoot the OP. Doesn't get it. Aims gets the spot off.
Ooh,
Alex making...
Alex.
Ooh.
And removes. And that's Garrison Gary gone.
Yes.
Cool catchphrase, I know. I'm gonna check my map for a moment. Always good. I see my AT cans that are facing Hill 5 in the distance of Chapel. That's lovely. I see my heavy tanks here. I see that the south is getting a bit frisky here, it feels like. I see red proximity warnings in the south.
Yeah, we still have Siege and his 76 trying to break this open. But Greyhounds haven't made it to Crossroads like we talked about earlier. They haven't gotten to the spawns yet, but you know, they've gotten a lot of OPs into the trenches, into they have Grandma's control, and they're starting to contest all this jungle area down here.
Well, they do have the legendary McPimler playing for them here right now tonight. Legend world champion of someone years ago. That he likes to point out. And back in the day, playing for WH. Was it before your time, honey?
Yeah, before my time. I'm sitting here trying to remember, and before my time.
Well, I can see that the boys still know how to play the game because they are putting a big smile on the Crossroads action here. And they're spreading quite a lovely out here. Dean, McPimler, Düsentriebchen. Who at some point has changed from the name Düsentriebchen to Düsentrieb. Bit of a sad thing to remove the Chen there. But the man still knows how to shoot. Let me get a bit of a cam for that, man, for a moment.
Ooh, big tank fight here in the south.
Oh, I like a big tank fight. Far south, east. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Far south. Far south.
I see it. I see it. I'm right on that boy. Bad phrase again. Yep, bonking into the hedge. Fabi closing in. That could be bad. Oh, 1200.
Oh, Fabi getting behind 1200. Oh. How could infantry allow this to happen, Berg? How could they?
Drugs. I mean, that would be a solid reason, to be fair, but, you know, such a waste. Such a waste. You're already in the big spotter spot, and then you don't see the guns. Well, sometimes the bird doesn't see the worm.
Yep. 1200 in the bush above him. Just lets his tiger get shot in the back. Yeah. Oof. Big oof. But it's okay. Greyhounds get control of this Crossroads. There's still a lot of ESPT players here. Takahara, Scripture, Apollo, Kiwi. I saw Confident and Keonashi here as well. Lots of commitment from ESPT to hold this Crossroads.
Little heads up. Do you like airheads?
I like airheads.
To the very south, 8th row. H8. There's a bit of a spread of blue here. And it has now gone by, but I have 4 OPs in the area here in the south. H8.
Yep, we see Dash 30, US Ranger, and Father Pig. Looks like they got off there. Keonashi as well, and 1200.
Keonashi, after failing the Tiger, is now pushed to the eastern frontier, so to say. And the man just died for the moment I mentioned him. Of course. Good sniper, though. It's becoming a weird sandwich, isn't it? Because, you know, you have, at W7, you have Greyhounds dominantly, no? Crossroads is now becoming blue again. ESPT-ish again. And now you have those ESPT nerds in the back there on H8. Well, at least for a moment, I guess. So I think they're already... Yeah, only 2 OPs left. Yeah, my infiltrator boys are here getting wiped at the moment.
Yeah, but Dash 30 should be able to stay alive, keep his OP up, and maybe you'll see a double drop and a red zone Gary go up here, because this isn't really a contested area besides like the tanks driving out of bottom HQ. Yeah, Kaonashi just spawned on Dash 30's OP, it looks like, and it's in the trench line.
Going back to the crossroads at the moment. Only Düsentriebchen left there. More and more ESPT pushing now back into the area here.
Yep.
Makes sense, right? I mean, they want to get crossroads under control right now. And they're also having lots of, actually quite a few people on Chapel still. Well, south of Chapel, but still. But, you know, it's nice to see the Greyhounds are, you know, not just, you know, 5 hedges away. But they're still in the area, slightly.
Yeah, they're in the... looks like Greyhounds are knocking on the door of Diesel, but as I say that, Lux just drove through and popped the OP.
I think it was 1 road kill and 1 OP removal, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's slightly rubbery as well, holy moly. And gets
76. Clicks him. See, just left click the tag. It's not that hard.
And there we go. Well, I don't want to say something, but my screen is very blue. In your case, it's going to be pretty red at the moment, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of red in the Chapel sector.
My map again, I want to see something special here. 2 heavy tanks west of Chapel, alright. Medium tank, recon tank. Not seeing lots of, you know, heavies here anymore. Not like, oh, I'm gonna see a 4 stack of, you know, heavies anymore.
Nah, Eric just lost his Tiger in the south down there, but we do see Fupa, Relic, and Claro, by the MG house, another Tiger, Karlash, Commander, and Tomato playing the similar positions.
I think I'm gonna go a bit more on the ground. I'm gonna follow a bit on the actual infantry combat because we have been in the sky for quite a while. I'm gonna take a little peek on the ground. Like on the old WoW addict Kyle there. There we go.
We got a battle of the bushes in Highway, Alex versus Zoom.
I chose a bad area. They're fighting a bit slow here. There we go, better. Out of interest, honey, are your animations working normally? Because it feels like there's a bit of a mini lag happening. Because I see explosions and then the rocket reload animation. Sorry, the rocket shot animation.
Everything looks fine on my side.
Okay. It was just a moment. I just noticed that very noticeably. But the last rocket worked as well. I guess it was just a moment thing. Oh well. Which is good, you know. You don't want to have a season unimportant if you win or lose, but you don't have one where you know the server was laggy, because that taints your victory or your loss. That makes slight grudges and shit. Speaking of things, Postal is close to my garrison here.
Yeah, big moves out of Postal here to get into this area here. This is gonna be massive. If Greyhounds is able to get a OP here and like contest this area, this is gonna be big for them. Just how like ESPT capped against them, if they can get control of this and then start squeezing north and south.
That man is just running and running and died. Jesus. But yeah, maybe 34 minutes left. The map has not changed much so far. On the other hand, ESPT also not really going for L5 that much. They're just holding the golden line, don't they?
Yeah, no, they got all the control they want. Sure, South is a little hairy right now, but there's still a lot of buffer zone between, you know, the cap sector and, you know, where they're fighting, so. We see a lot of response. Paradox, Mirren, George, Apollo, Scripture, Pollo. And 75 just went down to, I think, Relic and Sergeant Poopa there.
You know, it's nice and also bad when it's in Nuda Beach, because in Nuda Beach, you know, the fighting is a bit slow sometimes, you know. On the other hand, I can just relax a bit, take a sip, you know.
Ooh, but we do have a really big fight coming up here in the south here. We got Sergeant Fupa's Tiger going against 2 Greyhound 76s, so he's going to play this very carefully or else he's going to get 2-tapped here, and this might be an opening. If he dies, there would be an opening for Greyhound's tanks to try to make something happen front door.
Gonna go and lock tank cam. There we go. Slight wobble. Oh, goes this way, really? Oh, yeah, because he has to go back. Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah. So, anyways.
Okay, I lied to you, Berg. I'm sorry.
No, you know, it's just that that Panzer IV kinda perished there. But yeah, that was actually a nice rocket there. Jäger, I think. Engine still good. I think that was the second rocket though. It's not gonna be another one. Oh, is there? No, definitely not. Seeing they're still trying to get back into the crossroads here in the south. Probably Big El Manusa, others, yeah. Never mind, they get stopped on their attempt of breaking through. But then again, ESPT is pushing so much defense now into the south here more and more. It's quite a bricklayer they're setting up here. So, the question is now, because we're entering the last 30 minutes, no? HP, we're entering the last 30 minutes. What would be the big plays now?
30 minutes left. You're still not able to get behind them, so this is the play. It's just you gotta grind, the right areas, and unfortunately, the only place that seems to have broken through is like the deep south. So this is kind of the only opening that Greyhounds have. Unless Greyhound tanks line up like a couple really good 2-taps and delete some of these Tigers out of soft cap. Like there's this is the strength of Utah Axis, is like once you get control of this road, like it's hard. It's very hard for allies to get back in.
I would like to see, you know, I want to look to the west and see, oh, surprise Greyhound force that broke through and built like an area satchel. That built, you know, a garrison, or that had something there happening, you know, something special. Heck, I take a half track, you know. I just want to get surprised by, you know, a Greyhound army force in the back.
We do have 1,100 fuel sitting on Greyhounds with 4 76s sitting on the map. So, running 5 76s are on the map. I am mistaken. There are 5 76s.
I mean, I'm looking at a heavy that's going to the front. I don't see lots of heavies. One heavy on Chapel, one south of Chapel as well. One recon tank still over in the northwest. Yeah, 3 heavies at the moment in play here. 2 active in play, 1 joining the front line soon.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Greyhound map here, and we still have Siege's tank in the south, 76 at WN7. We have Tony soloing up a 76. That's right in WN7 right now. We have Rusky and his 76 just south of Hill 5, and Doctor bringing a solo 76 up to that tank as well. And then Maki is just south of Hill 5 as well in a 76. So that's 5 in play right now.
And I'm seeing the south. Big wave from Greyhounds here at the moment. I mean, I also see that, you know, ESPT is pushing southeastwards, trying to expand their blue bubble here. Get the front line as far away as possible. But you can only say, oh, and now they die so often before it becomes tiresome. I thought maybe I see something cool with Axel here, charging towards Hill 5, but no, the man gets spotted and killed. And that's the thing for me as a caster, you know, for me as a caster, the problem is, when is something gonna happen? Where is the front line? Because as soon as I reach an area, they're gonna perish here.
Looks like Fred is leaked into Grandma's up in the north, but he immediately he died.
Well, to be fair, he was very close to multiple OPs and a garrison and 2 heavy tanks. They're quite watchful in that area.
Yep, and it looks like if you fly around Grandma's a little bit, ESPT has done the typical build barbed wire and Belgian gates to block entrances and give you sight lines.
So I'm slightly sidetracked by chat as well then.
No worries.
But the moderators
Berg.
are active. Very good. But yeah, the front has not much changed. I mean, my garrison situation is lovely, you know, unlike another team that didn't have anything on their chapel sector. I have my garrison. It's lovely. It's the best garrison ever. I could not say, oh, and my team is, ESPT is pushing eastwards. Yeah, but they will get killed again and over and over and over. Oh, what's that? Was that chapel tank fight for a second? No. Might be a T-can or something, never mind.
Ooh, one of the Rusky 76 just took a shot here.
I found you, tank colony. Slightly burny, slightly crunchy. But still good to go. Actually, what happened to your lovely bunker setting? Oh, it's still existing. Amazing.
Yep.
The repair station fortress still standing. Lovely.
Ooh, nope. That wasn't a tank that died, was it? No, I think it was a rep station. No, AT gun.
Ah, the joys of... Why is my garrison north of... Whoa. Why is my garrison north of the crossroads red? Oh, Greyhounds back on the thing here, I see.
Because Greyhounds have cracked crossroads. This is the first time since we started talking about it earlier that they've really, you know, gotten into it.
Fred is blocking my garrison in the area. Oh, peeps.
Big fight by Adafred here. Wins that. He's got to win one more against Shaka here. Ooh, with the clean headshot, and he's gonna get this Garrison, Berg. And this is the opening that.
Oh yeah, Shaka is dead, but for me, he's still walking on the spot alive. I love it.
A little bit of desync from the Admincam. That's
Snipe it,
gonna be rough. From my POV, I can tell you, Fred leaned him into oblivion and shot him in the face.
Fred going through the window, and he's trying to. Of course, he can't make it, and he gets sleeps. How is that even doable? Come on. What is this? 23 minutes left, by the way.
This is a huge individual play out of Fred here. He gets the squad leader. He gets the Garrison. Him and Fleeter, is that how you say it? Oh,
Fleeter, yes.
No.
Yes.
Fleeter is all alone now. He's got to go and kill Shaka.
Or is he? Shaka Zulu, legendary name. Or was the catcher Shroud of Hell and Loose? Come on. And Takahara also dealt with the gun. There we go. Takahara, also a name you remember from prior seasonals and other tournaments. I think he was the one with this legendary satchel killed a full bunker with more dozen or something. I don't remember what it was. I remember something with Takahara and Siegfried Line and satchels.
I don't remember that. That's one.
He was just a good youngling.
Yes.
Ah, and Garrison gets saved by this raving run there. Pan gets removed. But Greyhounds are really pushing the south here more and more. And I know that they're also now losing more and more ground here on the crossroads area because ESPT is pushing in. But still, they have quite a formidable force here in the area.
Yeah, no, this is, like I said, this is the opening that they really needed. What they need to do is get this Garrison that is west of Crossroads behind the barn.
Yeah.
Like, if that goes down, that's going to be major for Greyhounds. And this will require a lot more response.
I mean, the good thing is they know where it is because Pan was trying to remove it, dismantle it. So they know where it is.
Yep.
Just gotta make their way there. Postal, Düsentrieb. In the open. Amazing. Ah, Postal misses.
Goes that. Yeah.
This again pushing in. But I would like to see a bit more. I know it's the opener, the opener. It's the start of everything, but I would like to see, you know. I just can't wait. I want to see it happen now.
Yeah,
and I get to see it now with the explosion. There we go.
I'd like to see some Greyhounds take an ESPT playbook and really airhead maybe the map edge up in like E3 and then get an SL or two in the back line. I don't know, something. You got to start with 20 minutes left. You got to start thinking outside the box. We do have a great tank coming out of HQ though. It is Doctor and Tony,
the legends themselves,
the legendary bench boys. I love watching their videos.
Yes, especially the clips.
Yes.
Oh, Pat is back on the Garrison, and this time there's nobody to stop him. And the Garrison. Come on, Pen.
Ooh, so the shitty part about this, Berg, is that it's in the locked sector. So this is a long takedown for Pan.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I see why. Okay, fair enough.
But look at all this ground that the Greyhounds are getting in the south. They wiped out both garrisons. They've wiped everything here. They have 276s down here. Like this is the most we've seen out of Greyhounds all game. At least, you know, pushing wise.
Oh, Stucker. They are getting more further up the road there. They're getting further in. Where's that Stucker going? Up north. What? Okay, anyways. But the thing is, we have 16 minutes and 45 seconds left to start the cap here with 2 minutes capture time, as we know. It is... They still have some time left. They can still take a moment to, you know, really push it.
Yes. So this is like they got to work with a sense of urgency, but it's not like yeet tanks into point yet. There's still some time to work with, Bergie, and Greyhounds are taking this slow and methodical, very similar to how they played against us. Is they're just taking the small victories at each time that they can.
And this Greyhound push is now forming more and more. Actually have a chance. Well, I say that, but I look at all the dots around here in the triple sector, and everybody's facing the hard cap. So everybody's facing this area now at this point. Everybody's focusing on the south here at this point. Oh, little Valle doing something cool. Always good. Gonna get one house combat at least. There we go. Kawanashi shooting 10 bullets, missing with all of them, and then finally getting the enemy. There we go. Good job. All this Kawanashi doing. Unlike the 76ers just sneaking through, you know, the garden areas in the south here. Through the backyards. That looks like in the open again. Give some time to repair.
Yep.
Oh.
Siege took a shot from this AT gun from Jaeger. So now he's repping. But we got 3 Tigers posturing to kind of deal with this. We got Fupa in a solo coming up. We got his crew of Relic and Claro, 2 manning and pushing. It looks like they're probably low on ammo, so it looks like they're just gonna try to make a play, but we'll see if they get the timing right.
I'm actually quite impressed with Greyhounds right now and their combined arms pushing. They're actually keeping their tanks quite safe from all the anti-tanks.
Yeah, but if we look at this Tiger that I was talking about with Relic and Claro, they might get a surprise shot on Siege's 76 here. That Siege has no idea it's coming, but the wall is going to protect them.
It's getting a bit muddy here right with the lines. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and this is not good.
And the removal.
Yeah, Siege going down here is not great.
Oh, the heavy is running away. Hit in the back.
Oh, no.
Engines look good.
Oh, no. I think they TK'd somebody on their first shot.
Second impact. Beep, beep. Alarm.
Wee woo, wee woo.
We win indeed. Siege, Eddie, and Broman. Out in the open.
Oh, this is the Siege tank still alive. Oof.
Yeah. Still, but there's a Tiger facing him, and shot through the hedge gap. Oh, maybe not.
Honestly, if I'm Siege here, yeah, I'm telling everyone, triple rep, everyone out, repair the tank. We need to survive.
I was expecting the Tiger northwest of it, Eric Hartmann and co, to shoot through the little gap there, but I guess... guess not. In the meantime, while we're watching this shit, have you seen Chapel?
They've broken through front door. Oh my god.
Slightly sidetracked there.
Siege goes down in his 76th, but yeah, McFox gets here. He gets it. It looks like he's got his OP. Looks like he's gonna get his OP up in the trench line. And yeah, this is. Oh, the Tiger just gets satcheled to Grandma's. The Tiger goes down.
It's getting frisky. Last 13.5 minutes to play overall. Big spawn waves happening. Yes, HP.
Tony and Doctor in the 76 duo in the north, holding that north push, but they need more hard cap control. Like they need to fill hard cap as soon as possible. Yeah. Newbie making the run down highway, maybe trying to get a second OP up. Ooh, and Adam says, never mind, kills him with Artie.
ESPT now pushing a bit of lifeblood in the Butters and Ames.
Yeah, this is the biggest gunfight of the game. McFox versus Ames. Ames gets the OP. McFox stays alive though, but that's going to be a 2-minute cooldown.
What? Sorry, I just followed that precision strike. There's nothing there. Oh, Garrison, presumably. I would assume Garrison an attempt to destroy or something. Or whatever that was the plan. I mean, at the moment, I have not a lot of Garrisons left. I have one in F3. One in, good god, D4. One in D6 and one in E6. That's all the garrisons I have right now.
Ooh.
It's not that swell at the moment. I would like to see another garrison get built here. Especially since the last 10 minutes to start capping are hitting now. So, what is the great play? What is the great plan here? I would assume get in and kill them.
Yes, so McFox is staying alive here in hard cap on Chapel. Dean is still alive, so there's still, and they have Charlie OP, which is Bertel, which is just like a 20-meter run, but that's a very long 20-meter run. So they lost all their map control, and I don't think with 11 minutes left you have the time to try to, you know,
regain it.
Get this point. Yeah, get this point by regaining map control. It's really tanks are gonna have to, you know, get rid of the other tanks, and you just shove front door for all it's worth. Airhead, everything.
Just overload and satchel on the chapel as well, because they can't be bothered with Dean inside. Wow. I do like that McFox is still alive. That's actually quite impressive at this point. Never mind, he got killed just the moment I mentioned it. Cool.
The old caster curse.
Splash. Yeah, this is the north is ESPT, the hardcap is ESPT, the south is very ESPT.
But Greyhounds still have 4 heavies up, it looks like. Yeah, 4 heavies up.
Okay.
So this is gonna be hard, but it's doable.
I don't know. I have 2 heavies at the chapel, 1 medium at the chapel, and 1 heavy landing on Le Grande Krieg at the moment. There is a bit of a counter force from ESPT coming here as well. And I'm gonna go on at the on follow camp for that 76 there in the ditch.
Oh, in highway? Yep.
Yeah.
Mackey's 76. Mackey's? I don't know how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry.
Ah, that blind him just into the smoke. They're wobbling forward. Check out the map again.
So we got Rusky's 76 also progressing up in the south. Gonna looks like he's gonna try to challenge Triple and Diesel area.
This is still closing in.
But this is a lot of ESPT in hardcap. You have Butters, Excel, Kiwi, so many MG42s rattling off.
Somebody's slightly scared there. Yeah, under fire now by the Tiger diagonally. Yeah. Oh, the angles. The angles we're having here. Oh.
Yeah.
That's such super relic tank. Oh, beautiful.
Ooh. Big satchel or big explosion goes down. Takes out Excel, Butters, and everyone on the hard cap. And this might be a free run for Bertel's OP to get into the hard cap here.
The tank is going to block it slightly. Because he's certainly not shooting that enemy tank anymore. Yeah, he's peppering the hard cap. He's peppering the hard cap / the hedges. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go to start capping this.
And where all these smoke grenades are falling from Fielder and Myrtle, like at least I'd drop your airhead right there.
Then they might win.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this concept? I have to say, I'm a bit worried about the northern army of ESPT here, and 76 goes down in flames in the north. Well, they brought quite a few people into the hard cap now.
Yep.
A worthy sacrifice here. Maybe, I say, because there are only 3 now left.
There's still 1, 2, 2 76s. It looks like we're gonna have a hero M8 play with 2 SLs driving down highway.
Like Fox and go, lovely. Yep, let's go. Horrible rocket there from the north. Oh, that dodge.
McFox gets taken out before he can get his OP down. Zoom gets taken down. This is 2 OPs. A bombing run is coming in for Greyhounds. It's now or never for them. This is when they're going.
The time has come. Tiger also found driving northwards. Right on Chapel westwards now. And again, this will decide who is going to be, well, not the winner. It might decide who's the winner. If ESPT wins this, they're going to win the season of this year as well. If they lose this, Greyhounds have to prove themselves another time. Next week. Big spawn wave. Starting the cap. Losing the cap. Massive smoke amount. ESPT massively splashing the area still, the choke points. We're also scratched now. And ground goes down the flames, yeah. It's getting problematic now, I feel like, with the push. At this point, I would actually like to see Zoom or somebody put a satchel down east of.
Oh no, one of the Tigers is down. Another Tiger is open field, is one shot. Tomato gets out.
Bye, Tiger.
That Tiger goes down. If there's any time for Greyhounds to cap Bergie, it's now. 76 goes down.
Yeah. It's a slugfest. Unsatcheled. Tony and Doctor on the tank south of Chapel. Not satcheled. Doctor out. Prepared it. And tank 76 goes down. Actually, was it 76? Tank goes down.
75.
I was one of the 7 feet off. Still 2.5 minutes to go.
Airhead is halfway down. Airhead is on the way in the river.
Oh, bombing run coming in from ESPT in a moment. Through the highway. Through the ditch in a moment. Ah, doesn't really get much bounty. Oh, never mind. The bounties just spawned. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. Only clean nap left. Airhead wobbles down into the ditch.
Oh, Sanzu's in the bush to the north. Father Pig is watching it. Leaps is on it.
Yeah.
And it's gone. That's gone.
OP's still alive. But that ain't gonna be enough. Yeah. They're just holding as much as they can. 1.5 minutes left. And that is to clear out. The hard cap has been cleaned. 1 minute 20 left to do some magic, but the problem is I don't think they have enough arcane powers here. Huh.
Yeah. 55 seconds. Yep. Tiger on the bridge. Probably gonna click this last 76. That is manned by Maki, Consti, and Huffin. I butchered all their...
Oh, the Greyhounds spawn there on the east. Oh, God. That's gonna be painful. That's gonna be painful in a moment.
Ooh.
There's so much meat on screen. So much explodable meat.
Ooh. But 76 got first shot into the Tiger. Maybe?
Oh.
No, it didn't. And 76 is dead.
Well, the vehicle blinked out of existence, I think. Yeah, that's direct. There we go. 10 seconds to go. Yeah. I know it's early, but I have the feeling this might be it.
Yep.
Beep.
That's it.
And with that, that means a special thing, doesn't it? This means that ESPT is taking the crown again this year. That means that again they have the title. They keep the title of seasonal champions, these nerds.
Yep.
Brave, brave noodles. There's the egg on the bridge. Oh, a little stretch there as well for me. For the time has come. But I have to say, often, finals or matches overall can turn quite boring there because, oh god, it's gonna be just a deadlock the whole time. But damn, they did some nice moves. They actually were able to push in quite deep into Chapel. Alright, crossroads there, northwards going, and then, while we were watching a tank together, as did ESPT, because ESPT also watched that tank apparently, enemy snuck in. But this is gonna be it. Oh, we have only 2 people left. I thought Mads would have lived. No. I'm leaning back. If I can't do that, lovely. Beautiful.
GG's to ESPT on winning another seasonal.
The second title, the second feather on their crown, the second beer in. 4.
And with winning.
3. Oh, yeah, sorry. 2, 1. There we go. The victory. Well, Honey, you wanted to say something. I stopped you there.
No, with this win, they now match Core with winning 2 and going back to back. The first team since 2022 to go back to back.
Oh, I see that. Okay, I was specific because of the phrase, the match Core thing. Oh, that's. I can't wait for people in chat to react to that statement. But I see what you mean.
Yeah?
Okay. But yeah, it's back-to-back champions.
Yep.
It is the very one thing that happened. Amazed. And very much also we'll stop the recording because you don't need that, so that won't get saved. So whatever happens, we have a recording of the match. That's the important part. But damn, HP. That has been. I will also go back to the studio. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was born ready, Berg.
As is Nitro, because he's still here. I completely forgot about him, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we got no Berg insight. I mean, no Nitro insights during the cast.
Which is a bit sad because that man was talking so much. Probably I would have talked so much. Will you have talked much?
Yes.
Okay, you would have. Okay, cool. But yeah, that has been the match. I mean, that was an enjoyable one. You know, as I mentioned before, they can be quite dry and yada 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 yada. Greyhounds charging in there, taking more and more ground. It was a nice fluid match, so to say, you know. A nice one where they just kept on pushing. Now, with a bit of a pack push, don't get me wrong, but with then a very likely and very long chance of taking Chapel. And then they got stomped. Well, at the very end.
No, that was a really good concerted effort there at the end to try to make a push happen, and you know, did the best they could, I'm sure, and it was a very good game, back and forth, and ESPT showing us why they're still the #1 team in the world.
Just typing in the seasonal thing, as you can see. Does anyone want to join us for a quick talk? It's the worst when you get asked by the caster, hey, do you want to talk after the match? For the winner, it's fine, you know. For the loser, it's, yeah, totally. I can't wait to go in there and say, yeah, well, yeah, it was, yeah, thanks. I would have hoped that one of them is gonna join us. Probably Adam in a moment or somebody. Maybe he left the factory. Gonna post my message again because it's GG that somebody posted. But I see the Discord is already having a bit of trouble. Are you still here, buddy?
I am still here.
Okay, it's just me that I can't send messages in Discord anymore. This Discord is driving me insane today. Holy moly. But yes, you let me know if anybody in the thingy says that they want to talk.
I will let you know. I got that channel open.
Because I want to do a bit of an after show, but it seems like also not a lot of clips were made, oddly enough. Then again, we were quite up in the sky for quite a bit, so fair enough, there was a bit of a trouble there. Let me just check. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yes. Not too much here, not too much. Very clip was finally, I have to say. Because I thought, you know, we're all gonna get together, we're gonna sit here a bit, then we're gonna watch some clips together, like for half an hour. But
yes.
Yeah, no, very clip stream. Then again, you know, we only get 1 hour because now they have to catch up with 30 minutes, yada yada yada. No, you know it is.
Yes.
Well, I don't see you screaming, or don't hear you screaming. Oh, Altberg, they all want to talk. Huh. Well, I guess in the meantime, we just mentioned Headed Lewis. Hello, everybody.
Yes. That was quite a finals match. Unfortunately, you know, Greyhounds not able to secure the win on their. This is the second time they've made it to the finals and gone to Utah as well.
But why? I mean, they had some internal. They had some started trouble there. Don't get me wrong. Both sides had. Do you think they did a good job, Greyhounds, overall?
Yeah, I think they did. They played a map that suits them. That, you know, they can snipe and cap first and hold. And but ESPT is one of the best teams in the world at, you know, gaining map control, not allowing 4th point pressure, and recapping middle. So, like, while it was a really good pick out of Greyhounds, it was also a decent pick for the way ESPT plays, and, you know, their MGs showing how good they are and locking down a lot of lanes, and it was a recipe for a great game, and that's, in my opinion, that's exactly what we got.
Fair enough. Oh, Nitro, do you have something to say about this match?
Absolute madness. Huge. Attack.
Ah, that was the wrong attack that I heard. Shit, okay. Well, you don't hear it right now, but I'm having a lovely one with Nitro right now. But I have to say, it was a lovely one. It was a lovely one. We had some fun.
That is as great as the fillet of fish.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I would like to see one last little check. If they don't respond, then I guess it's gonna be an end. There we go. Excellent joining. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him to. Or can I join any of my VC? Oh, I can talk again. Cool. That's a lovely feature. All right, we're gonna get Axel in here, the one and only. If you scream loud enough, you might hear each other. That's the great part.
Yep, he just joined lobby 1, Mr. Berg.
Let me just grab that man, Excel. Hello, Mr. Excel.
Hello, hello.
Jesus Christ, you're loud. Why are you so loud? Okay. Oh, he's also the same volume as you. Look at that. I'm gonna move him lower. There we go. Hello, Axel.
Hello. What a match.
What a match and another. We were surprised at the end, I have to say, because we were looking at a lovely tank fight, and then I was like, what is happening? Why is there, you know, a contested situation? And then we saw, oh, all of Chapel is red for me, you know? All of it is Greyhound. What's going on?
Yeah, they kind of broke through, or in SL, north of Chapel and south of Chapel broke through at the same time and disrupted our backline. So we were trying to consolidate the middle, and once they did that, we couldn't really protect the front door as well. So they just started streaming in. We were pretty okay with it, but we just had to make sure that they weren't like saturating our tanks in the back, since that was going to be the deciding factor in the last push.
I mean, you will see it on the VOD, but there was so much shenanigans going on with tanks that run around, and oh my god. The tanks that dodged so many enemy tigers of you, and vice versa. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, especially their 76 in the south was really a pain to deal with. I know we sent like a medium and we just couldn't get rid of it, and he just helped them pressure back into the city, which just took too many of our forces to really deal with. So we couldn't really push anywhere else.
Yeah, Siege stayed down there a long time. He won a tank fight, and then infantry, you know, finished the tiger off. But no, that south push and then them contesting Crossroads for as long as they did, and ended up getting the double stack of the 76s up there. It really was a big threat, and I saw a lot of your guys there responding to it, and it kind of, like you said, left that front door a little undermanned, and I think it was I think Newbie got through, and some other SLs. But Ames had a great individual play. If you know, he died, but he wiped the OP right after the SL placed it down in the trench, so it was like a 2-minute reset.
That's my go.
Yeah.
Oh, also, we need, of course, one thing. We need to do one very important thing. We need to say congratulations, Axel, to you and ESPT for, yeah, back-to-back winners.
Yeah, following the footsteps of Core. Back-to-back, it definitely means a lot. It really can't be overstated how much effort we've put in, and it's really just been about falling in love with the process. Is that we enjoy prepping with each other, we enjoy having fun, we enjoy reviewing VODs, looking at the strategy. We do, even to this day, some of our most experienced players, we review each other's POVs to see what could we be improving, you know, 4 years into playing this game competitively. So it's just a great atmosphere, and we've just really enjoyed, you know, just trying to get as best as we can. You know, we still fall short quite a bit in that match, but I couldn't be prouder of, you know, the effort that we've done. Is that it's not just this moment right now, but it's been the past, you know, 2, 3, 3.5 years of just gradually getting better and better.
Of constant growth. But of course, of growth.
Of course.
So, what's the next step now for ESPT?
I don't know. I'm finally stepping down as comp lead. I've been the comp lead for 2 years, and I was the infantry lead for a year before that. So I'll still be playing, but I'll just just not be the one handling anything. It'll be a great relief to actually get to play the game and have fun. It'll be great. But yeah, so there'll be definitely a lot of new changes in Esprit. I know that especially at this point, not that there's really burnout, but it's definitely going to be like a new cycle of leadership taking over. Still the same structure. We're still doing the same things. It's just going to be new people in charge to make sure that we're at our best. So it'll be a really nice break.
Do we already know / can you already say who is going to take over as the new head?
Yes, it'll be Butters. Butters from ESPT.
Oh, from South Park. Okay. Sorry. I don't get that one in. Butters, really interesting. Okay.
Yep, he's been with the team. I don't know how many years now, three or so. But yeah, we felt at the right point to take over, and then we'll also make sure we're supporting them. I'll still be around if they have questions. But yeah, they'll be taking over. I know he'll have help from like Paradox, Fignaldo. Inchan will still be around, of course. So it'll just be yeah, it'll be really great to see how they change things up from my set of strategy and how they can improve.
Nach mir die Sintflut. After me the tornado. After me the watering. After me the flood. That's the equivalent. Jesus Christ. Butchering my own segues and things. Axel. So you're stepping down. Are you gonna leave comp completely? You need to check that again if I heard it correctly or not.
No, I'll still play. I just won't be in charge of anything. I'll just be
right.
A little old infantry player. That's all I'll be doing.
I mean, you know what happens, when a heavy loose player can't play anymore. He becomes a caster.
You put him behind the barn and you take him out to the barn.
Take him out at Old Yeller style.
Wait, what? Oh no. I'm getting worried now.
No. We got Excel casting this seasonal. It was good fun.
Did you cast a match this season, Lexon?
Yep,
Yeah.
with Honey Badger.
What? I know that guy. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to before I leave, I just wanted to shout out Greyhounds. They did a really good job. I mean, their seasonal run was pretty long, and especially the upstate over WTH, they did really well at, and they definitely put up a fight. The last hour was really hard pushing them out, and they definitely allowed themselves to have a chance to win, which is really all you can do at that point as allies. So just really great shout out to them. Otherwise, shout out to these Spree boys. Joe, Mikey, and Nasorin just helped me prep so much for this map. We were running tank snipes for hours and hours and hours in splashes on specific OPs. Really great job. Just couldn't appreciate those guys more, making my job easier. So shout out to the boys.
Lovely. And yeah, excellent. Anything else to say? I ask.
No, thank you very much for having me, and hopefully it was an enjoyable game. That recap was exactly how we drew it up. Honey Badger, hopefully it was up to the WTH standard on Utah, but it felt really good from us.
It was.
We very slowly grinded out the point, taking north and south, letting them spawn on church just to die to Artie and tank splashes, and it felt really good. So just the team just performed as well as they could ever do in those first 30 minutes.
That was a really solid one. It was a really solid one. Oh.
Eric won the first heavy v heavy fight this week, and it was a lot smoother of a recap.
For sure. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for casting.
Congratulations, Excel, and enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And that was, there we go. Excellent. Do we have anything to the Greyhounds? They did not react to the ping.
No, I didn't hear that. They haven't.
Fair enough. I want to say, they have done very well, though. They did a really solid one. They did really play lovely. There was some, because I can't judge completely because I heard from you, like, because I was expecting, they have garrisons everywhere and even though they often lack garrisons, a bit worrying, but we're going to see that on the bot, I would assume.
Yep.
Still, that comeback in the last 30 minutes, that potential recap. It never went like 1 millimeter. Oh, we're about. Now it's going back, but they had such a good push. The setup was good, the execution was alright, and then just at the last moments, things did not work out. So I would say at least this, you know, Greyhounds, don't take it too hard. You did very well. The enemy praised you as well. The enemy, ESPT. Oh, you played so good and excellence now stepping down, so you can never get beaten by Greyhounds. There we go. There we go.
No, I mean, he'll still be playing, so he can definitely get beaten.
Yeah, he needs to completely end it then. Completely bolting up and loose. Oh well. I'm doing this on the side because people are gonna say, oh, we want the VOD instantly, Altsberg. They all have German accents for some reason, I don't know why. There we go. Yoink. That is happening on the side. But yeah, I guess if the Greyhounds are not gonna make their way here, which would have been nice.
Yeah, they haven't said anything.
Nah, alright then. It's fine, it's fine. Then I say we will pack it in a moment. Because I have made all the effort of doing it, I will show one more clip collection. We're gonna raid somebody, and then it's gonna be the call for this today.
Sounds great. Sounds like a plan.
Any last words from you here, Mr. Khani Bajer?
No, thank you for the invite, Berg. It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun. Look forward to doing it again with you. And until next time, buddy. GG's to ESPT getting a second crown and 2 in a row. And good try by Greyhounds. And you know they had a wonderful run. They were a great team to play against last week. And I look forward to our next games against both of these teams.
See you next week again, people, for the regular streams, regular Hell It Loose, maybe some Greyhounds, maybe some Greyhounds Skirmish Cup, who knows. We will see it next week. Have a good one, and we are ending it with Omen, because we still have some clips from them. Have a good one. Kisses and...
He's hiding there. He's just camping here. Now he realizes there must be a spawn. Gets out the rocket. Kills himself. I hope somebody again. This is dangerous. 76 is pushing up now. It's Blue and his crew. The Tiger needs to be ready for this. And they are. And the Tiger shot first. But the 76 is able to reverse. Oh, that's risky. No, Tiger. You shouldn't be doing this. But they have the repair station. Oh, the 76 bounced. And that's game over for the 76. Even though he's got the second shot in first. And why I said this was a bad idea. Because... And these guys have no idea what's hitting them. They're just... That's insane. If this was a heavy and not a medium... Why are they shooting at each other now? What the hell?
Jetzt sehen wir, dass der andere Tank rausfährt und kassiert aber auch gleich. Also hier wahnsinnig gut, was die Tank-Crew vom 75er da gerade leistet. Sie zwingen immer wieder beide Tiger, und das mit einem 75er, sie zwingen immer wieder beide Tiger ganz nah an die Hecke ranzufahren, auch wenn sie nicht platzen. Sie können ihre Aufgabe, die sie eigentlich erledigen sollen, nicht lösen.
Geht für den Knife-Kill. Und schaufelt ihn weg. Jogon mit dem Schaufelkill hier. Geil, dass ich das drauf habe. Wird zwar von Giga jetzt getradet, aber das... Jetzt sehen wir noch einen Knife-Kill oder wird Tetris ihn nicht knifen? Die hat das nicht gesehen. Tetris und Eutus sitzen hier nebeneinander auf dem Dach. Und Eutus hört den Schuss von Tetris. Ist das funny? Viel halt hier so Gameplay wie Prankster jetzt hier, der einfach in einem Gebüsch wartet. Und Rüsselt hier natürlich jetzt Steppen hört, rausläuft und ihn knifed. Zweiter Knife-Kill uns.
At least 3 of these walls. Entice now jumping on the tank. There's the shot on that. Unfortunately, the rep station gets up in the nick of time. Cheesecake. Look at this teamwork. Tanking 101. That is indeed an airhead, so a front door airhead. But Cooler has got that just flatlined. And OP, so that's what's going on there. Rockets from Complaints.
Und diese 3 Tiger carryen den Punkt. Da ist ein Stuart! Little sneaky little bitch! Oh oh. Oh. Der. Oh. 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 Und der erste Tiger ist raus. Oh. Der Punkt ist durch! Der Punkt ist durch!
And with that one, while I'm here alone, everybody left. I say, have a good one. We're raiding somebody. And see you next time. Bye bye. Great! What is going to be uploaded at the moment?